Barely made it.
Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
Magandang gabi mga Counter-Strike at nagbabalik muli ang pinakahuling major sa mundo ng CSGO. Ako nga pala si Dad Feman at kasama ko si Nafu, ang casters ninyo para sa Blast Paris Major 2023. Nahatid sa inyo dito sa Filipino broadcast ng Focus Fire Gaming. Well, Nafu, mukhang tayo na nga yung nakakasama ulit sa mga huling series ng ating mga gabi dito. At bukang fresh na fresh ka ngayon. Kamusta ka naman? Sana walang mawala ng kurente, no?
Alam mo naman, Dad, mahirap na ngayon and recently talaga ang dami nawawalan ng kuryente. Pero sana naman dito sa matchup natin NIP versus Grayhound, sana tuloy-tuloy lang, walang masyadong technical issues. Pero usapan muna natin yung map 1, Dad. Mirage yung first map natin dito and it's gonna be NIP's map pick. Tingnan natin kung nahanap ba talaga nila yung weakness na itong Grayhound, since nakita naman natin Grayhound, no? Meron silang mga weaknesses like first yung ano nila, yung T-side nila talagang wala masyadong ginawa against what was that, Fluxo ba yun? Pero di yata Fluxo yun.
I think it was
yung,
Apex.
Yeah, Apex. 12-3 yung first half natin dun eh. I mean, napakalayo nun. But yung City, yun talaga yung bumawi. Si Alistair popping off. Ang ganda ng rotations niya towards sa may market side. Pansin nga natin, no, lagi siyang dun tumatambay, dun naghahanap ng mga pitas kasi ang dami nag-overextend na side ng Grayhound. So, ayun yung siguro kailangan iwasan ng Grayhound. No more overextensions. Kailangan nila makapitalize yung space na nakukuha nila sa middle area. But looking at NIP naman, ito yung map pick nila and for sure confident sila dito since matagal na natin nakikita mag-mirage itong NIP, no, Dad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been a while na rin na nakita natin ulit yung mga Broland plays doon sa may connector. So, yung translating into an A-split. So, ang daming variations ng play na yan. So, ano ba tingin mo dito, Dad? Since medyo pukpukan yata ito, NIP Grayhound. I would say 50-50 itong dalawa.
Parang ang lapit na itong magiging laban natin eh. You could consider na yung parehong team natin, napakalayo sa pagiging perfect talaga eh. Yung may alam kang weakness para sa parehong team. Lalo na dito sa sa Grayhounds. And sila na talaga yung magiging underdog natin. Napag-usapan na ng desk na sila nga yung parang magiging least pick sa ating mga pickups natin, mga kaibigan, since we all know that Ninjas and Pyjamas, sila yung magiging bigger org, sila yung may napakalaking expectations. Kilala natin tong si Config, he can be one of those players that can open up yung ibang side ng mapa when habang yung iba pa mga riflers sila dito, gagawa pa sila ng konting ingay at dun sila magkakaroon ng parang desisyon. Mga late round calls na nagre-result into possible chaos pagdating sa mga later rounds na yun, diba? But para sa observation ko, yung Ninjas and Pyjamas kasi para silang team na papasok sa isang game na wala silang concrete na blueprint, kumbaga eh. May mga players sila na kilala mo, si Rez, si Brolan, etong si Config, kilala mo na from Astralis, pero you would have to point out na they're playing at a playstyle na wala silang star player eh. And in my opinion, parang may problema ako sa ganun eh. It's like wala kang point player kumbaga para sa NIP, hindi mo alam kung sino yung parang susuportahan mo all throughout, diba? Yes, may roles tayo na pwedeng, you could consider Brolan to be the guy na pwede mong samahan kapag ka siya yung unang papasok, diba dito? O kaya si Rez naman yung parang sasamahan mo every time na siya naman yung gagawa ng initiative. But yun yung parang difference from NIP compared to like top tier teams that we have. They have clear players na gusto mong samahan kapag ka, you know, meron silang set goal in mind sa kada round. Dito sa NIP wala eh. You look at teams like Navi, you look at teams like FaZe Clan where kaya nagkakaroon ng opportunity sila magkaroon ng concrete plan is because sineset na agad ng kung sinong riflers yung kukuha ng initiative. Alam na nila yung gagawin nila at alam na ng team kung paano sila i-set up, diba? Kaya nagkaroon ng championship ang FaZe Clan. Kaya nagkaroon na ng high profile ang Navi for all these years dahil sa mga riflers nilang itong si Rain at saka si Electronic. Those are the two people that I've been looking out for kapag naglalaro yung dalawang teams na to. Pero dito sa NIP, wala akong notable name na masasabi. You have a rookie dito kay Headtrick na nagsimula pa lang doon sa Navi, not much of an impact player, napaka-passive ng op niya, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Pero si Rez talaga yung nagiging game changer sa team nila and he isn't necessarily the most consistent din in my opinion. Lots of ups and downs. Oo, isang game na lang makakapasok sila dito sa ating Legend Stage. Ito yung ipaglalaban ng parehong Grayhound at saka NIP. Matalo sila dito, makakapasok sila sa Legend Stage. Honestly napakalaging W na to, Naufu, para sa Grayhound. Kasi if nanalo sila dito, then they're one of the few APAC teams na magkakaroon ng high profile sa sa international major.
Okay, may gusto pa lang patunayang itong Grayhound team natin. So, tingnan natin kung but yun nga, bago tayo mag-dig deeper dito sa ating matchup na to. Agree ako dun sa Dad sa sinabi mo about NIP kasi kailangan talaga ng isang star player dyan or key player at least na alam mo yon, like nakikita natin sa Navi, ayun yung mga na compare natin to, no? Navi, alam natin may times na si Simple ang nagko-call lalong-lalo na during mid rounds. Nakikita natin Electronic starting off with a, sabihin natin, default play. Makikita natin yung mga first area na kinukuha nila. Then during those mid rounds, may say talaga si Simple may feel siya sa game at masusunod naman yun even if the IGL says no, diba? Talagang may go signal dito sa isang player na to and that's what NIP needs. I feel like kailangan mag-step up at least siguro si Brolan. Alam naman natin na medyo matagal na rin si Brolan sa game na to, veteran na rin, and kaya nga siya in-acquire na itong NIP para magkaroon tayo ng insane rifler. And I don't know, man, kailangan talaga may isang player sa NIP sabihin na natin mag-step up. Yun na lang masasabi ko. Kasi if lahat sila same yung mindset, if lahat sila parang average yung tingin nila sa kanilang system, so walang mangyayari dito. Sasagasaan sila ng Grayhound. Maybe makalamang sila like nung ginawa nung Apex, but we know that Grayhound is really a capable team, especially nakita natin yung performance nila against Apex. 12-3 yun, Dad. So dun pa lang, dun mo na masusukat yung confidence na itong team na to. Dun mo na masusukat kung gaano ka resilient itong team na to, yung mental fortitude nila. Yun yung mga malalaking factors din, hindi lang raw skills. Nasa mindset rin talaga tong game na to, and it's really mental if you come to think of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really do agree. Like, kailangan mag-keep up yung consistency ngayon ng Grayhound. Napaka-steady ng naging improvement nila. And from the past few months that they've played, parang ito pa lang na naman yung isa mga pinakauna nilang international major appearance since Katowice, since Cologne before. Pero in terms of major, ito yung second time nila na maglalaro sila sa isang challenger stage at kailangan mapanalo nito para ito na yung pinakamataas nilang ranking sa mga iba't ibang tournaments na nakuha nila so far in their career kapag nakarating na sila sa Legend Stage, diba? Same names as the top tier teams that we have been used to na makita sa sa mga international majors, diba? Let's take a look at like yung head-to-head ng Grayhound at saka Ninjas and Pyjamas kasi I've been digging deep sa history ng parehong teams na to. At napansin ko lang that Grayhounds have actually won a game against Ninjas and Pyjamas, and that was very recent. Nung Pro League Season 17. And they have one best of 3 and one best of 1. And one of those was Mirage. So you'd know na may experience yung Grayhound ikalaban ang Ninjas in Pyjamas. And since that's very recent, wala silang roster change right after that last Mirage game. So they're coming into this with really, really old eyes. Alam mo na kung ano yung magiging game plan nila. Kumbaga may mababago ba dito for Grayhounds? May adjustment pa sila mas lalo sa T side, which we have been talking about as one of their primary focuses for a lot of enemy teams na gustong kalabanan ng Grayhounds, diba? And napag-usapan dun sa interview, Alistair also pointed out from Grayhounds na Mirage is also one of their most difficult maps to play in. Siguro na scout na ito ng Ninjas in Pyjamas, nag-ready na sila. Alam nila na sa Mirage sila unang-unang magtutuos at mahihirapan, kaya it's kind of bold na ilabas nila yung Mirage kahit natalo sila sa Mirage before. But it was a pretty close game, so baka believe sila na kaya na lang ibalikin ngayon.
Sir, maybe nakakita sila ng mga patterns, lalong-lalo na napaka-recent lang ng Mirage match na itong Grayhound. No? Maybe NIP, nakakita sila ng mga butas doon, maybe some leaks during mid-rounds, maybe some leaks when it comes to their defaults. Siguro yun yung mga pwede nilang ibaon dito. I would say, alam naman natin marami space creators dito for NIP. We have Config, we have Roland, we also have Res actually, no, na pwedeng ilagay sa isang area and you could really depend on him for the whole round. Round 1, pistol round na tayo dito. Grayhound on city side and NIP. Dito muna sila sa may terrorist natin. 2-1-2 setup. Scattered around Alistair. First contact. Early push. A lot of pressure towards Hetrick. So, eventually naka-backpedal na rin naman si Hetrick dito to make sure that still alive. Oh, and a tap. That's Alistair. Mid, easily taken. Vexite, naku po. Good gush coming from Roland now onto an A-split idea. Lias, I think he's too late. Yeah, they already crossed. Zico, all alone dito sa may A-side. That's one, but only good for one. Now, Alexibi dashes forward dito sa may A-side and a free plan for the NIP.
Naipit yung nagpo-push on to mid. Sobrang layo naman agad sana ni Alistair. And all he needed to take was yung dalawang nagpo-push on to mid side. Kaso, Liaz! Possibly. Yan na yata yung makakabawi para sa Grayhound at si Ins napatay din. Alexi B quick to the shot. Alang-alang na lang sa kanya. Liaz napakalayo ng kit para sa kanya. Napag-plant na. Itong si Alexi B hinihintay yung kung saan manggagaling. Hindi niya alam na magpupush na siya agad doon sa city. One tap to the head. Liaz recovers with a triple kill. Konting damage lang towards the players on Ninjas in Pyjamas. And a good pistol. Starts off really well sa city side nila. Even if, let's say, yung opening nitong si Alistair was just too confusing to start off with since wala siyang kasama doon sa may window area. They were all too focused on leveraging yung pag-push nila doon sa kanilang side. Pero yung recovery towards the mid-round, that was the key para sa Grayhound. And Liaz's decision to not commit yung doon sa ating mid, just to wrap around on CT, was something that NIP never expected, lalo na si Alexi B.
Overextensions. Pero mapapunish yan nating Grayhound for round 2. I think NIP is going to buy since nakapag-bomb plant na naman sila dito. But timeout muna. They really want to make sure na walang momentum na nabubuo dito for Grayhound. Kasi alam nila, city side talaga yung best side ng Grayhound na patunayan nila yan against Apex. From 12-3 yung scoreline, and definitely dito mahihirapan yung NIP because they're starting on attacking side. So tingnan natin kung pwede nila magamitin tong rifles. Maybe an early engagement coming from the rifles would be a great idea since lamang naman sila sa barilan only Ins. Okay, si Ins lang naman pala yung F4A1S. So I feel like malaki yung chance ng NIP dito. Window smoke. Alexi B, the IGL. Siya muna yung magli-lead dito sa may middle area natin. While INS, he's just defending this connector area, just delaying. Same approach for Grayhound on the last match. Pero B-split. Backside, need to peek. Kailangan mo tulungan yung teammate mo and conflict with this. Mac 10, jumping around this A-side. Good flash coming from the team. NIP, now INS. I think he's too late. Got smoked up and now Hetrick has the angle.
Oh man, ang ganda ng flash setup kaya hindi tuloy nakapagkuha ng kahit sino tong si Vexite. And that overwhelming play, just giving up again yung catwalk position natin. Just let so Grayhound. Hindi tuloy sila nakapag-defend doon sa catwalk. Hindi na din agad tinaray na i-depensa yung ating short angle. Kaya ibibigay na lang siguro ng Grayhound yung round na ito. Nandiyan yung Pyjamas. That aggressive mid-take. Rami-rami nilang utility play. Lalo na dito sa pag-push nitong si Alexi B. They were convinced na doon nga ata yung play over at connector. Pero hindi. They were just baited to think na sa A site nga silang push. Kaya yung triple stack doon sa ating A site did not work out in the end para sa ating Grayhounds. Resulting in a win para dito sa Ninjas and Pyjamas. You gotta give credit din where credit is due. Kasi if it wasn't for the commitment ng dalawang mga players ng Ninjas and Pyjamas sa catwalk, then they wouldn't have known na walang tao na nag-hold doon sa ating B short that just gave them so much space na makuha para makuha yung B side natin.
Yeah, saktong-sakto lang yung B split ng NIP dito and grabe, config. We've known him for quite some time na ganyan talaga yung gusto niyang playstyle. Gusto niya yung dire-diretso lang. Gusto niya yung may tiwala sa kanya yung teammates niya and also the supporting flashes. Quite good. And this angle, medyo napopularize na yata tong angle na to since I think the first team who did this was I think G2. Si Nico yata yung binoost dito and ganda nga naman ang angle. Kita yung lower con, kita rin yung catwalk. So everything is covered dito sa may middle area. But Alexi B, gapang play lang, spots the head. Not a kill, almost though. Semi-dink yata si Kuya Alexi B dito. While mid, established naman so far for NIP. So Grayhound, binibigay talaga nila yung middle area, no? While NIP, they really want to do that A split. Hedrick, nako po, just watching the B short, but config is out. Good spray down towards Zico. Alistair, he has an op. Pwede naman siyang bumawi, but a second kill from config will do the job para makapag-plant sila dito sa may B short area, but it all ties down with the city players of Grayhound.
Oh no, hindi niya alam na nandun si Liaz na napakalapit sa config. Kind of is ready for it, Rez. Napakalapit dun sa Tetris. Config finally pays off yung patience play niya sa mid. Alistair na lang. Naka-scout lang. And it was another committal doon sa ating connector area which parang na-scrub na nila yung bawat corners. They were made sure na ang bawat siko dito. Players ng Grayhounds na team na agad. Config, hunting for spray. Alistair, takbo na lang sa market. Ang ganda na nade dito. Hindi tuloy siya makakagalaw kahit saan niya gusto. Config trying to chill him down na lang. Stuck na yung kaibigan nating si Alistair. At isa na lang yung kanyang point of exit doon sa ating market. Pero he's not risking himself. Kita na agad yung barrel at napapatay ni Config. Nag-iisang player from Grayhound. A good round para dito sa NIP. Trading off of momentum ulit sa kung paano sila naglaro doon sa pistol round natin. Due respect dun kay Config kasi he was just willing to sink his teeth in. Bawat kuha niya ng initial info, ihahunt nila yung bawat na nag-iisa doon sa Grayhound.
Ayun na naman, Config with an entry. Nakita natin from B short. Now, from con naman tayo guys. So, split talaga ang gustong iparating ng NIP dito and they've been successful for 2 rounds na. Kapag that B stack coming from Grayhounds, it's full USPs lang naman yan mga sir. So, not much they can do. Siguro, yung NIP pwede lang na ang gawin nila dito is to send one player dito sa may A site or B site to know na baka may stack na mangyayari nga. But, NIP, very very careful lang. Same approach, middle take, get some pressure towards connector, maybe get some information dun sa may stairs area, then up to a B split na naman yata. Look at this. A boost just to see that tiny gap para sa may B short Alistair. USP, only 2 bullets needed para makapatay dito. But Config, what a grabe yung readjustment ni Config dito and they know that this is a possible B stack.
Yeah. Kita mo yung positioning na tong si Brolan. He's trying to hold out kung magko-commit nga ba sila dito sa may B or mag-rotate all the way to A. Nakakita na siya ng dalawa doon sa ating B site. Head trick lines them up. Vex site and ins. Luto na agad dito. Liaz at least good for 1 sa USP niya. And that's a free rifle para dito sa Grayhound. Pero kailan lang naman to. Worth it pa ba itong isave para dito sa Grayhound? Alam na ng NIP na dito manggagaling sa B. Kaya tatakbo na lang sa A site ng ating ninjas in pajamas. It's pretty interesting though. Kasi napag-usapan natin yung magiging calling style, di ba? Or yung playstyle ng NIP where sila na yung parang type of team na free callers kumbaga. Wala silang blueprint na. Napag-usapan ko kanina na nag-start pa lang tayo sa series na to. Parang wala silang concrete plan. Parang nagbibigay sila ng napakaraming freedom sa mga kung sinong riflers ang makakuha ng let's say set advantage or kung confidence sila na pwede na kunin yung space na ito. Alexi B though, ito yung space na pwede niyang kunin sa CT. Good shots for the Mac-10. Zico gets taken out of the picture dahil si Headtrick hinold na yung ladder natin, which again, it falls on to how they have been playing, diba? Nakuha na nila yung bawat sector ng mapa na confident nilang i-hold with the rifles that they have. Na-assess na nila since nakapistos lang, edi okay lang na mag-iisa lang sila. Which, that adds another layer sa pag-defend nila dun sa bomb kung saan sila nakapaplant. At hindi din sila worried na ma-flank sila from around. So, good job for NIP. At yun yung is mga rounds na nagbe-benefit yung free calling style na meron sila compared to other teams din.
Sure. Flexibility, yun nga ang lamang ng NIP dito. But, Edel, yun talaga yung gustong perse ng NIP since they know that Grayhound, they really don't that area. Look at Res. Unexpected angle. Alistair down. That's the upper of Grayhound. And Ronan with the timing pa. Look at that. A side is clear. Grayhound dismantled. Now the B players, they need to decide if they want to actually peek. Be short. Maybe makahanap sila ng isa but config won't allow that. Look at this early hunting process. There's one player and yes sir, A site free plant na yan. And I think Lias, save nyo na yan. Also Vexite, no? Umakit na kayo ng apps. Get out. Get some good angles because NIP, kanina pa sila nakaka-round stud. Consecutive rounds na to. Momentum is on their side. And Grayhound, they've been giving middle area kanina pa. So I feel like kailangan na nilang labanan since 3 straight rounds na yan, no? Middle area lang.
Oh. Sobrang sakit na nga na binigay na nga nila yung mid, hindi pa nila tiningnan yung magiging connector area natin. Kaya nakapasok na agad na mabilisan si Brolan. And yun yung parang responsibilidad din netong si Ins para ma-hold niya yung from Palace, yung dalawang angles from A main, doon sa ating con. Pero dahil lang din dito sa patay kay Alistair, kaya na-open up yung space na yun which gave him yung leeway para makakuha ng Palace push. And just confirmed na since wala siya nakita around that ticket booth, na there's only gonna be another place na pwedeng mag-hold lang tong si Ins and o kaya si Zico. That was yung close area natin bago pumasok doon sa ating A main. Yun yung assessment ng ating NIP. Yun yung flexibility na pinag-uusapan natin, di ba? Kung merong key part ng mapa ang gusto kunin ang NIP, dun sila magpe-play around. Wala silang star player, gusto nila, sama-sama sila nakukuha ng fast map control. Vexite Liaz though. Yun yung start na kinailangan nila kanina pa. Hinahanap natin yung mid-aggression kanina pa sa Grayhound at ngayon nila na-execute. Nakakuha ng 3. Papasok si Rez all the way towards B. Kaso, konting spray lang tuon sa market window pero hindi niya alam na ang lapit ni Ins. 1 tap to the head. And it's all on config. 1v5. Okay lang na matalo dito ng Ninjas in Pajamas since ang dami nilang pera pero at least Grayhound are able to get a second round if they are able to find tong si config.
Yun na hinahanap natin. That middle take coming from Grayhound. Look at the damage they've dealt. Insta 3 kills para sa connector players. Vexite, Lias, connection. And Lias eventually cleans that up. Round 2. Para sa side ng Grayhound, okay, mukhang maganda na yung pinapakita ng Grayhound. Narinig yata tayo, Dad, with that piece of advice na kailangan nyo na talaga labanan yung middle area. Kasi NIP, kanina pa nila na-abuse A split, B split, config leading the pack, getting some entries. So, yun yung kailangan nila i-deny. And for that round, I think kumana na rin yung mid-pressure nila. Maybe NIP, mabibigyan na yata ng respect. Kaya si Hedrick na ang una nilang pinag-peak. So, Vexite, middle pa rin. Nung gusto nilang i-punish dito. Nakita niyo yung foot. Oh no, Vexite.
Oh no, talon ka lang. Tinatry niya i-dodge yung bullets. At dahil dun sa smoke, medyo na-alleviate yung molly na nilabas dito galing kay LXCB. And there's still middle presence. Lots to handle para sa Grayhound. Kaya babalik na lang sila dun sa con. Ibibigay na lang nila ulit yung mid. And it was a botched attempt at trying to control yung underpass natin. Pero yun yung kanina pang kinokontrol ni LXCB at saka ni Rez. So far, really good engagement lalo dito sa NIP. They give yung space ng mapa towards yung T-side natin. They do have a good layer doon sa ating A main eh. Kaya pag nag-push dito si Brolan, which hindi niya gagawin, mahihirapan sila para ma-split up yung ating A side. Sa B side na lang silang lalaban. Kalabanin tong si Zico at saka ating players on ins. Kaya Grayhound, lying on that one pick na kailangan. At alam ni Vexite na nasa ilalim lang na to. So, magiging passive ba siya dito sa pag-approach on towards B side. Ito nga yung mga riflers kung mag-clear na bawat sila ng corners. Liaz also on the long angle sa mid. They're just creeping up slowly, walking up dito. Pero dahil din sa flash, mag-pull na yung trigger. Ins with one, a second, a spray down papunta kay Rez. Kaso head trick, finally. The passive offer will give that op some use. Vexite, finally. But Config's able to back it up. It's a 2 versus 3. And Config walks into the site, patay si Liaz. At makakapag-plant ng bomba tong si head trick. It's all on Zico and Alistar. What more can this 2v2 duo do? Config on the close angle. Head trick tries to use the op. Kaso Alistar will one-tap him. It's all on Config. Yung rifler para sa NIP. Kaso pinatulog na din ni Zico. At siniko siya bago siya makapag-clutch. Another round para dito sa Grayhound.
The splits, yun talaga yung gusto nilang kunin. But good denial coming from the B players. Ins, ang ganda ng position niya dito. Off angle. And in the first pick off Brolan, wala nang follow-up kill, only head trick. Yun lang yung trade na nangyari doon, and that was so late. Man advantage agad for Grayhound. Even Vexite pursues that first kill para sa kanilang retake. Winide swingan lang yung B-shirt eh. Gets one, then hoped that he would get the second, but it was all good. Sakto lang yung nabay niyang time for that apps lang. 3-4. Grayhound, makakakita na ng araw dito. But look at this. Catwalk smoke. Vexite is so blind. Desperately spams through that B-short area. And hinatid lang pala si Config dyan. Maybe from some late push dun sa may B. But so far, NIP, they're going towards this palace area. And this is gonna be a waterfall play. Right peaks. He's out. Good entry. Brolan, that's one. INS, unexpected. Nandito pa siya sa may under palace area. Needs to get out. That's a good molly.
Nag-reset pa nga dito yung NIP eh. Since we're again putting yung pressure dun sa ating con area with providing support since wala ding mayiging defense on catwalk. Yung B-short, wala talagang tao dun other than tong si Config. So if he actually pushes yung con mamaya, walang papatay sa kanya, pero baka i-dip na lang yung toast sila dito sa ating B site. After nila mag-ingay doon sa ating A site, nag-rotate na agad tong si Liaz. I-give up yung space na agad doon sa B. Rez also actually following through, kaso na headshot si Liaz. Yung mid wide open. Yung B site talagang napaka-late ni Ins. Kaso sa connector na ata sila nagsimula at dito ata tatapusin. Ins finally nakita niya si Config na nag-hold pa lang doon sa window. At sayang head trick. Actually hit the shot doon sa ating ticket booth. Alistair still walking, limping, nag-waterfall na, head trick down doon sa ating hell area. Nagpa-plant ng bomba na dito si Rez at hindi niya alam na napakalapit na natong si Alistair. Hindi na hinahold the head trick yung line. Head trick finally hits the shot. 1-on-1. Si Ins laban kay head trick. Ang top player para sa Grayhound. Nag-whip yung shot. Galing sa rookie. Papasok agad si Ins. Nanahit na agad. Lapit na lapit dun sa bomba. Sticks the defuse. At dahil may kit siya, tapos na to para sa Grayhound. 4-4. And head trick, even if napatay niya si Ins, all good na yon.
Grabe. They still went for an A-pop, A-burst. A-side talaga yung gustong kunin nito, NIP. And even the first engagement, no? Paalas, naka-first pick-off siya doon. Although nag-reset naman yung NIP dyan, but the readjustment coming from Grayhound, nakita natin kung paano ginapang ni Alistair, kung paano niya tinapangan yung pag-retake on that site. And saktong-sakto lang may smoke pa yung Grayhound. Utility management indeed Kasi alam natin, middle take lang naman yung ginawa ng NIP all throughout that round. I mean, nothing special. Hinatid lang si Config dun sa may ladder just to cut some rotations. Then, naghanap sila ng butas again dun sa may A side for equalizing round coming from the city.
Sakit na.
Utility-wise, mukhang naku po, medyo nalugi yata dito si Kuya Backside.
Alam mo yun, parang si Alistair hindi talaga siya makakapasok from ticket booth kung hino-hold lang sana ni Hedrick yung angle.
Yep. Maybe some miscoms. Yung mga nagkulang sa information, pero si Vexite never nagkulang yan when it comes to being an aggressor. Look at that. Man advantage now secured for NIP. Middle naman, wala naman information yan dyan yung Grayhound natin since they really focused on that apps. Vexite, wide swing, no trades. Alexi B gets activated as well. Mid pressure from NIP. Bomb is still dropped. Wala pang commitment dito. Maybe another kill coming from Alexi B will do the work para nga makahinga si Broland with the bomb. But Grayhound. Yes sir, Alistair. So fast. Here's the help. Con player. Kanina pa natin yan hinihintay. Broland pursues this up. But a quick shot coming from Alistair will clean that round. 5-4. Grayhound, nakalamang na dad. Ito yung iniiwasan natin. Shift ng momentum. And mukhang nakuha na ng Grayhound.
Shift in pacing din kasi for the past few rounds, hindi pa nag-a-attempt ng apps push yung Grayhound natin Kaya they needed to do something na mag-surprise sa Ninjas in Pyjamas. It was around that mid-play and that A-main position kung saan sila nagda-double stack. Now, doon sila nagko-coin flip around that apps position para makontrol nila yung kanilang push for NIP. They never expected that. Kita mo yung naging pace nitong si Rez at saka si Brolan. They were waiting for how they were able to control na lang sana yung ating mid-play while they're waiting for the apartments push to happen din. Ins, he has an idea na napakalapit na tong si Rez and he gives up na lang yung angle onto mid-window. Sasamahan na lang yung Ninjas in Pyjamas at kahit nandito si Liaz, he still has that angle. Kahit sobrang layo niya dito sa ating stick, all the way towards that P-short angle, he can still provide damage kung doon nga sila sa con pupunta para sa NIP. Like si B just trying to prepare yung ating boost natin. A little bit of an angle to set up kung papasok na tong si Ins. He has to be careful kung papasok siya ulit ng mid-window, but I think he's aware of this kaya bibigyan na lang niya yung space. Try to waste some time dito for NIP. While you actually look at yung freestyle nilang playstyle all around for NIP, if they actually rely dito sa mga late round calls dito, that's gonna waste a lot of time at may hirapan sila sa kung paano sila magpo-position in the post plant, which has been their problem for a past couple of games now para sa kanila. Kung ngayon magiging decisive na sa pag-take dito sa ating aiming position, then they're not gonna waste that much time na patayin tong si Vexite who's clearly held up dito sa ating corner area. Which by then, Ninjas in Pyjamas, they are ready to take down yung defenses on Grayhound. Papasok agad sa A, and Vexite, hindi siya nag-iingay at all. Config, nagpa-plant kaso walang dumidepensa sa kanyang corner. Kaya Vexite's able to take advantage of that dito. Bomb is down, Brolan, quick shot from the Tech 9. May konting upgrade lang dito, but Alexi B is able to get the shot. Eins finally takes the head off of Hetrick as well. And with that defensive setup, you could say that was passive. Pero hindi din nag-check ng corners. Yung Ninjas in Pyjamas, disjointed sa kanilang execute at dito yung nag-punish.
Grabe yung setup dito ng Grayhound. Meron pang firebox player doon. Not expecting to be that close. Kasi since alam nga nila weak by lang naman to NIP. They're just using Tech 9s, Galils, and even a Scout. So lugi talaga sa barilan. No? But the Grayhound, they're on a streak. 5 straight rounds coming from the city side. Nakahanap na sila ng pattern against Ninjas in Pyjamas. And I think it's just the 2-1-2. Standard lang naman yung setup nila Nothing special. Pero the moment na hinahanap na nila yung information para makapag-push na sila dyan, just like Alistair is doing right now. That's a kill. Man down para sa side ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. But they need to adjust. Alam nila yung op nasa B. So pwede sila humanap ng contact play dito sa may A side, especially config. Yan talaga yung pinakamabilis mag-react dito for the jungle secured. Nope. Denied by Ints, but a quick trade coming from Hedrick. will alleviate some pressure sa may middle area. Now, Brolan, he has to move. Tama nga lang. But a flash, naku po, medyo napansamapa yata yung flash dito ni Sicko. But he has the angle. Alexi B, low na rin naman yan. And they know that both players are coming from mid. That's why Vexite is already flanking them up.
Oh my. He has a bit of time then para makapag-commit doon sa ating apps position eh. And Alexi B is trying to clear these angles para kung papasok ka din dito sa A, and they could be done. Liaz, finally, patience paying off. Kanina pang hinahold yung ating back position. Finding Brolin here will leave Alexi B all in this lonesome. 3 versus 1. 20 seconds on the clock. At dahil medyo apektado na yung pera ng NIP, hindi na magpipik tong si Alexi B. Siguro kung, let's say, pumasok tong si Chico doon sa connector tapos di niya chinek yung corner, then that's a W kasi at least na-apektuhan niya yung economy ng ating Grayhound, di ba? Pero he's just gonna give it away. 7-round wins para sa Grayhound. They're on fire, mga kaibigan. At kung APAC supporter kayo, this is good news. They're gonna be given possibly another round since wala masyadong pera ang NIP natin, and it's thanks to yung oppressive AWP player natin. Alistair finally finding his groove sa ating matchup. For the couple of games na nakita natin yung Grayhound, he has been playing yung parang second fiddle to the likes of INS, yung IGL para sa Grayhound. The Australians actually finding groove habang tumatagal dito sa ating Mirage map. Timeout being used for NIP, which is understandable since kapag hinayaan nila na maging aggressive yung players natin from Grayhound, then lalo sila magkakaroon ng confidence to take map control.
What? Mag-map 3 yata tayo dito sa kabilang stream, guys. And 14 to 8. Pain? Okay. So, Vertigo. Kaya pala. Palag din kasi yung pain dito. But, I think we're just gonna focus muna dun sa ating kinakat, no? Grayhound. Guys, ang layo ng hinabol ng Grayhound. I think coming from 1 to 4 scoreline yata yun. Then, now, 6 straight rounds. What? City talaga yung pinaka-comfortable side nila, no? And paulit-ulit lang naman yung ginagawa ng Grayhound.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of read, no? When and where, saan sila pupush. A or B, apps, palace, or A main. Yun lang naman eh. Wala naman masyadong
I think I think you gotta give credit din sa isang connector player natin na tong si Vexite, which it's not in his fragging capabilities. Yung gusto ko i-point out, it's yung kung paano niya pinoposition yung sarili niya to the response din for Ninjas and Pyjamas. Now, dun sa connector, he's not gonna have that much impact since walang papasok ng mid. Alexi B with a double kill. Spray papunta kay Sicko and Alistair. Pinatulog ang dalawang Australiano ng Grayhounds. Sa 3 versus 5 na ito, dito, nagkamali ang Grayhounds relying on yung potential for that mid play to happen. Hindi nangyari. Ninjas actually getting themselves yung isolated pick doon sa ating main. Liaz finally finding the shot ni Rez. Ang problema nga lang, dalawang rifles lang yung kailangan nila doon sa push na yun eh, no? Dalawang rifles lang. And as in sa dalawang kills na yun from that one rifler na si Alexi B, doon na shutdown yung nag-iisang round na pwede sanang mag-double stack itong Grayhound dito sa ating A-side.
Nakakatawa nga doon eh, since ito pa, ngayon pa nabasag ng NIP yung momentum ng Grayhound nung half buy pa, hindi nung full buy round eh, no? Alexi B, siya lang yung may AK dito na makakapag-entry since he had a spawn. Yung mga follow-ups, tech time lang naman yan, but the trades were good. I might say na hindi talaga ready yung Grayhound dito, no? Sanay sila na slow play itong NIP. Medyo na-condition na rin yata ng NIP na hindi naman sila basta-basta lalabas lang ng aiming or lalabas lang ng A-side. They need to make sure na may mga control sila. But that round, mukhang nakahanap na rin ng good timing. But look at this, Alistair still wants to find some picks dito sa may middle. Vexite, nako po, masyado kang naging comfortable sa may connector area. Hindi mo na yata iniwan. Lias, good for 1. Goes back. Alexi B still wants to push this B site now. The rotation is so far coming from Grayhound. Definitely Lias mapapunish na rin sooner or later. And now, pwedeng i-plant na ni Alexi B itong bomb. But he's still curious for the third guy, no? Resi still has the cross dito. So may B shot. He might get 2. actually, that's one. You know, there's one more up close and personal. Still gets the headshot. Rez doing a lot of damage in the middle area now. Ins, big responsibility for the rifler, and Hedrick eventually cleans that out. 6-7. NIP. Ganda na pinapakita nila dito. Mukhang nabasag na rin nila yung depensa netong Grayhound.
Yeah. And it's yung lack of control na ulit from Grayhound doon sa ating middle area. Kind of bit them in the later round na din since doon din sila nag-rotate. Wala rin silang full clearance over at Sniper's Nest eh. And parang you could give strike 1 sa pag-hold nitong connector player na si Vexite, which to be fair, that was one of the first attempts na meron siya on being a true connector player. Hindi yung siya naka-cut off all the way from B short eh. Usually yun yung magiging position niya, but he tried to add that with a new formula of holding yung ating connector, which doesn't work out, and Rez was able to get himself really advantageous kill dito. And XCB, he was so used na nag-iisa lang doon sa ating stars, pero Alistair will be taken off. Rez follows through with a second dito. Ninjas and Pyjamas playing off of momentum na naman after a really good start sa ating last round. Ngayon, this underpass push is just too perfect. At lalo na't may konting presence pa si Config over mid. You have to secure this. Take control of this. Take some time before they can even prove their ground dito. Kaso, ngayon na nakita nila yung at least 2 out of 3 players on Grayhound doon sa ating middle area. They have an idea na open yung B site natin. Kaso, nag-iisa lang na resistance. Si Liaz all the way from short. Kaso, head check finally. Active AWP shot. And that before Seiko and Ins to give themselves yung B site. Grayhound losing again another opportunity para control yung mid ng maayos. Ninjas and Pyjamas trailing possibly another 7-7 round and possibly a really good first half sa kanila.
Mabilis talaga mag-shift ng momentum dito. Kanina nakita natin ilang rounds, 6 straight rounds coming from Grayhound, but now NIP via config, via head trick, I mean the offer of NIP, kanina pa siya nakakahanap ng mga ganun pitas na yung mga nakakapagbigay ng space, and hinahanap pa nga, hinahunting si INS or NC Seiko para wala silang rifle on that next round. Nope, Seiko is still alive, makakapag-drop pa siya ng at least isa pang M4A1S para makakita naman tayo ng quality round pa dito since next round guys, this is the last round para sa ating first half. I think na natin si XCB dito. First kill. Still expecting that swing coming from below. And napansin ko no, that yung dalawang underpass na yun, yung double angle. Like yun na medyo nakalit ng isa, yung isa medyo elevated. Talagang nagagamit na siya lately no. Ilang times na rin iba't ibang teams. Pero ang ganda, yun natin pinakita maganda kung pagbasag dun sa depensa na yun. It's just a molly coming from Alex B. Simple lang pala.
And to be fair, yun yung parang usual ng molly na nilalagay kapag ka nasa underpass siya eh. So truth be told, yun yung parang napaka-effective na solution. Nag-iisang molly. Of course, you could use it dun sa connector. Kaso, yun yung mga entry points na gagamitin talaga nila dito eh. And putting pressure back on down. Nade papunta kay Alexi B. May molly pa nga dito. It's not gonna hesitate. Alexi B take some space on to con na finally dismantling tong si Vexite. Giving themselves yung option na kunin yung ating connector push. At lalo silang hindi mahihirapan dito, lalo tapatin nila tong si Vexite. Close angles na participate na agad ng Ninjas, Head Trick and Brolan. Taking pics of their own. Liaz finally, MP9 frag. At least the run and gun worked out. Papunta kay Config pero dalawa na lang sila natitira para sa side ng Grayhound. Hinohold pa rin nila yung ating absence. Inag-iisa nilang info is yung player na tong si Rez na nag-hold pa rin doon sa apartments pero nakasama na niya agad yung team niya towards that A position. Ninjas and Pyjamas getting another 2 versus 4 in their favor. May oras pa sila para mag-plant at sama-sama si Liaz at si Alistair para mag-retake. Kaso nasa lang choice eh. Ito na lang yung kanilang chance. Since last round for the first half na to mga kaibigan, Grayhound have to rely on the double setup doon sa ating ticket booth. Kaso tingnan mo yung post-plant position sila. May isa na nag-hold sa cross, may isa with a short angle, another one with the AWP as well. Head trick, great shot from the players on NIP. Finally, double kill from head trick. And the fact that they give yung AWP sa player on con, or actually doon sa catwalk, just makes it so much more difficult para sa retake natin.
True. Ito na yung hinahanap natin na good first half coming from NIP, and pansin ko talaga basang-basa na dad. The slow plays, yung mga lusot nila, especially yung mga double check sa mga re-aggro positions like Palace, na nakikita na natin na papunish na talaga yung aggressive setups nitong Grayhound. And also I like what Alexi B is doing, no. Ang dami niyang initiative, kunin yung connector, ang dami niyang initiative na mag-pressure sa may underpass area. So doon siya nakakahanap ng mga pitas, and yung mga pitas na yan, ang laking tulong yan for the team, especially the one na like config. Alam natin, pag binigyan mo ng onting space si config, ang hirap ng pigilan yan. Magkakaroon na ng window timing, maybe magkakaroon na siya ng advantageous angles against the city. So ayun yung mga kailangan iwasan sana na itong Grayhound, no? Bigyan ng space si config, give him confidence, give him a head start. Yun yung siguro pinaka first objective ng Grayhound, no? Deny config, cancel mid-round ideas coming from Alexi B, maybe some good setups lang just to defend the A sides. I think mag-focus lang talaga sila sa isang plan. I would say ang daming hesitations, ang daming ideas. Feel ko masyadong nag-free flow na yung utak na itong mga Grayhound team natin or the Aussies. But tingnan natin naman next round, maybe some good 3-minute break, 4-minute break para makapag-mental reset lang itong ating Aussies, no? Pero so far, 50-50 pa ako dito dahil hindi ko sure talaga kung kanina ko ibibigay yung momentum or man advantage, no? Since 8-7, sobrang dikit na scoreline yan. Unlike sa nakita natin dun sa Grayhound versus Apex na 12-3, napakalayo nun. But this time, T-side na sila. They're on their weaker side, and now NIP's job is just gonna be easier comparing kanina, no? Magdi-defend na lang sila dito. Kanina punong-puno yung utak ni Alexi B. Now maybe makapag-focus na siya sa into tagging.
Yeah. Ang pinaka-surprising na player na gusto ko sana i-point out si Headtrick from NIP, since the rookie is stepping up para dito sa AWP. Nagiging active AWP player na siya, and it's the type of AWP play na parang you're the type na willing na kunin yung mga first blood shots natin, pero when you need to be the guy na sige, sabihin natin passive over pa rin itong si Headtrick, pero kapag napatay yung first in, siya naman yung parang secondary pick, or siya naman yung secondary na magpipeak para sa NIP. Wala siyang takot na gawin yun eh. And that's the type of upper that's willing to grow para sa NIP squad, and a lot of development with how much time he has played with this team. And yung kung paano niya pinakita dito sa game na to is a testament na he's willing to improve as a player din eh. Headtrick, he has a 14-0-7 sa ating game, mga kaibigan, and he's gonna show a lot more pagdating dito sa ating city side, where talagang magsha-shine lalo ang AWP para dito kay Headtrick, and being the passive offer that he can be, mahirapan talaga sila lalo na i-take yung con kapag doon naman siya manggagaling, diba? Ticket booth has to be one of the places that Grayhound have to take note of, mas lalo na kapag passive offer kalaban mo. Doon din yung parang common angle na set up lagi ni Headtrick kapag AWP player siya. But in the pistol round, dito talaga magsisimula kung kapag stop ng momentum dito sa NIP ang Grayhounds. The Aussie players already making noise. Alexi B underpass na naman on the same position but looking at the other direction this time. Finally finding tong si Alistair to start off ang pistol round natin. Rez gushed down to 14. Balik agad dun sa catwalk. Binigay yung space for Grayhound. Ang T side aggressively taking space over to the B side itself. Alexi B not stopping at all. Second frag with big side. Good for the second kill. Siko with a third. And Ninjas and Pyjamas are getting cleaned up sa pag-secure nila dito sa B side. Yung hesitation ni Rez because he's low HP is biting them in the rear. It's leaving Alexi B and Rez to clutch up a 2 versus 3. This time, Vexite already gets a triple kill. It's all on Rez. Kaso sobrang low niya on HP. sobrang layo niya dito sa mismong bomba. Kailangan patayin agad tong si Vexite.
Filthy. Huh. Grabe naman si Vexite dito. He was just unstoppable. Oh, that push and the timing. But Rez is solo. Time as well. Sobrang baba na mga sir now. So I think it's just an exit frag. Maybe. But Lias, sinigawan na nga itong kanyang team. Tingnan natin, Dad. Okay. Alexi B, nakahanap siya ng pitas and even extending after that second kill. Pero tinan mo naman yung initiative na itong Vexite na to. He knows that masyado maasim nga to NIP. Nagpo-focus na sila towards that market door. They really want to kill the player who's crossing out to bench. But Vexite, nakapitalize niya yung idea na yun. Ang ganda ng push to smoke niya. And yun yung mga kailangan natin na plays coming from Grayhound, no? Some risks. Kasi if ever, hindi naman yung Vexite yun. I mean, who knows, 5 versus 3 na yon. Wala pang bomb plan. Rotations were getting closer by the second rest of Angle. He has a deagle. Pwedeng multi-kill capability to. Let's see. Vexite! Vexite dito. Crouch peek will do the work. And Sicko. Okay, that's Sicko. Putas na rin yung A-site, mga sir. Ints, gusto pa ng space sa may jungle. But pwedeng i-plant na yung bomb dito. So mukhang simple call coming from Lexi B or Grayhound, Waterfall. And now they need to save this one out. Scout and Deagle.
Mach 10. Alistair.
Oh, free
Apps
farm.
position. Papasok si Alistair. Oh! Alexi B. Hopping up and down to his death. Tapatay agad sa Mach 10 natin. And that patience paying off again for Grayhound, where Ninjas and Pyjamas. That one deagle shot from Rez would have changed a lot dito. Lalo na doon sa pag-hold niya over at Palace, but he had no cover. At nag-rely lang siya doon sa isang deagle shot na mag-change sana ng Palace hold niya dito. This round would have looked very much different if he was stable on that. Expect the crouch peek dito. The movement was just perfect for Vexite. Dito tuloy nila na-hold yung ating A-site agad-agad. Nagkaroon na ng lead ang ating Grayhound. The Aussies have hope within them. And it started with this crouch peek for Vexite dito. Second dito kay Brolan din, man. Parang in-expect na nga niya agad na walang lalabas ng A-main. And malalason sila doon sa ticket boot players since naka-scout lang din naman siya eh. Lots of risk to actually push out A-main kapag ka you're on Grayhound sa T-side natin.
Yes, sir. Yun yung mga kailangan nalang iwasan. Lason plays, anti-ecos, weak buys. Pero look at this. 3 EPs dito sa may A-main. Getting some information. NIP naman, wala sila masyadong pera, guys. It's just full USPs talagang stock play lang. Alistair, he knows that maraming EPs dun sa may A-main. So, tatawagin na may mga teammates niya. We need to readjust, reposition, while config, kinamot si Lias. Makating mga sir. Now, a man advantage para sa NIP. But I think alam na rin naman ng Grayhound kung anong gagawin nila. They just need to make sure na hindi na sila mamamatay. Stay alive na lang. Execute one site. No need to overtake this one. And I think this is gonna be a clean up round lang. Bad rotation na agad yung NIP. Oh.
Ginagamit as bait nyo din yung isang gun over at mid eh. But 4 players take alive, 5 players for NIP dito sa ating round na ito. I don't really mind it. Yun din naman yung goal ng possibly yung kanilang 4-man save doon sa ating B-site eh. Kaya nag-late rotation na agad si Alexi B. Risking his life dito. Config some shots over from that catwalk position. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a round for Grayhound kapag ka hindi gumawa ng move ang NIP this time. Naluto ng onte si Brolan. Mahilig ka ba sa roasted chicken na ako? Kasi konting-konti na lang maluluto na tong si Brolan eh. It's all on NIP. Triple peek out from Ticket. Sicko with a double kill sa ating Paras position. Kaso na patay siya agad ni Headtrick. Nahulog sa langit ng kaibigan natin si Sicko. Konting damage lang from Ins. Finally getting si Headtrick. Config though. Finally saving yung AK-47 natin and that's good damage.
Sir, good enough. Hopefully, makasave pa si Config. But that Mac 10, napakasakit pa rin. Okay, good deny coming from Grayhound since ayun nga yung iniiwasan nila no, makapag-ipon ng pera itong NIP, mabigyan pa ng op si Headtrick. So, malaking problema yan if ever mangyari na nga. Okay, Headtrick, may op na si Headtrick dito but Alistair switch to an op as well. 10 to 8, dalawa yung kalamangan ng Grayhound dito. Round 19, ano yung approach ng Grayhound? Mukhang mid-presence muna. Solo control coming from Vexite. Big responsibility. If mamatay si Vexite dito, malalaman ng NIP na possible clear middle area and makakapag-focus sila sa may apps, sa may A-main, and sa may palace. Pero they're all still scattered. For sure, maghihintay lang ng pushes itong Grayhound. Or maybe alternating pressure since hindi naman sila pwede mag-commit sa isang site. The bomb is still in the TV room. At NIP, nag-3B stack na rin sila dito. Okay, they're gambling out B site. Then, mukhang retake A na lang ang gagawin nila dyan. But, the question is, kung perfectly placed ba yung op ng NIP dito, kailangan ma-activate na rin si Headtrick sooner or later.
Wait. So, ilalagay nila sa apps tong si Headtrick para kung papasok na ng apps yung Grayhound, yan yung magiging trap setup na nila dito eh. Wala din silang mid-presence at all. Vexet lang yung nag-hold lang, trying to hope na magro-rotate tong si Vex or si Rez doon sa kabilang catwalk area. Headtrick now. He has to make this passive angle happen. Off angle dito kay Headtrick. Tatlong papasok na Grayhound players. Good shot papunta kay Siko. Tatakbo agad pabalik dito sa ating site mga kaibigan. Ninjas and Pyjamas relying on that AWP. Finally getting some value sa mix natin. Alexi B. Good shot din from the A1S. And Liaz taken off of the picture. Config. That lay doon sa ating connector was just beautifully done. Rez. That patience paying off na naman. Na-lock away tong si Vexite and slowly but surely Ninjas and Pyjamas choke the life out of Grayhound. A 9th round win.
Grabe. Akala ko medyo bad read yung NIP doon since ang daming control ng Grayhound sa may middle area, especially B short, sa ladder, yun sa may connector. But look at the defense coming from NIP. Medyo hindi naman sa nainip itong NIP, no? It's just they needed that piece of information. Kailangan nila ng onting aggression and that's the perfect job para kay Headtrick. Since may op na rin siya, he could easily mark up since contact play lang naman yung gagawin ng Grayhound doon and no special flashes, no bounce flashes. Para nga walang sound cue na maibigay. Rest, again, underpass asim plays coming from Rest. Pero different approach naman yung gagawin ni Alistair. Sa apps muna siya maglalaro while si Alexi B is already on top of balcony. So head to head ang laban na itong I think dalawang IGL natin. Alistair is the IGL para sa OC din. Upper IGL like Kadian, no?
Like, yeah. Tama ka dyan. Gusto mo ng gold star?
Parang sa ano yun nung preschool ako.
Kaya nga eh. No, para maramdaman natin na hindi para maramdaman natin na hindi ka natito. Kailan taon ka na ba?
25.
Oo nga, tito ka na nga. Okay lang yun.
Ay, grabe ka.
May asim pa rin.
Huwag naman dito.
Ay, sorry. Anyway, Brolan trying to actually have some defense doon sa ating jungle. Underpass push na naman at hindi pa rin siya controlled by Rez. Kaso nakita niya yung AWP pero hindi niya na-expect na dalawa ang magpupush palabas from underpass. Brolan and Config recovering yung meron silang mid-control dito at nakita na din si Alistair. Napatay yung tatlo na may barrel sa Grayhound and it's looking so good para sa NIP pero yung bomb plant actually taken down para dito sa Grayhound and finally at least may objective secure na agad ang players on Grayhound pero hindi pa rin nila nasisecure yung CT push. Vexite down for the count. Alexi B finally taking the picture off from Vexite. It's all on the one tap from Ins finally taking the picture for Alexi B. Kaso Headtrick and that op will get themselves another round. The retake was beautifully done and the defense on underpass was even better.
Ginawa lang naman ng Grayhound yung trabaho nila dito. Plant that bomb, get that site.
Oh my
So lang
fucking
nakita
god.
natin yung
I thought it was fucking loud.
series of trades na nangyari, no? Reaction per reaction. Dun sa may middle area, dun sa may A site. Even Hectrick getting some kills until now. So mainit pa rin yung op ng NIP. Saktong-sakto lang yung position niya for the perfect engagements. Solo hold coming from Brolan, while NIP dire-diretso lang. Early waterfall for sure. Naririnig ni Brolan yan. And may miss smoke pa dito, but still wins the duel. Siko is down. Hendrick misses. Vexite capitalizes. Bomb is down para sa side ng Grayhound dito. Now onto a 3v4 retake. Man advantage secured. Tingnan natin kung itatry pa ng NIP to. I guess Vexite wants some more NIP blood.
Ang lapit ni Vexite dito. Tinohold ang ating connector push. So, narami-raming smokes ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. Pwede na lang ilason to. Pwede din nilang i-capitalize yung positioning nitong si Vexite. Pagka wala ng smoke, Rez just has to adjust. Lalabas na agad itong positioning ni Vexite. Papasok ulit ng smoke si Vexite. At tatakbo si Rez pabalik sa city. Oh, munti ka na. Nagkuulat ako. Liaz finally the one tap towards config. Vexite trying to push himself towards that window position. And Rez just following through. Napakalapit with the EWP shot. Will take down tong si Vexite. Grayhound. Successful sa pag-take na naman ng push over that default spot. And again, it started with that palace position which you could argue na si Hedrick yung may responsibilidad na i-hold sana dito. Vexite with that clean 2-tap.
Yep.
Opening up the space dito for Grayhound and getting the lead yet again.
Abi, Vexite still consistent. Kanina pa siya dito. Config, umasim na onto that railing, but Rez still has the cross dito sa may mid, but Vexite is missing a shot. Hedrick, may information sila sa dalawang players. Now tingnan natin kung paano gagamitin ng Grayhound. I guess middle pressure pa rin ang gusto nilang ibigay dito, and now Grayhound, kailangan nila mag-regroup. Kailangan nila makapag-backa. Hindi nila expected si Brolan. Ang daming aggressions coming from NIP as well. Lagas na agad sila dito. Look at that time. Sobrang dami pa. Wala pang 1 minute. Tingnan nyo yung situation. 2v3 agad. And Lexi B, I feel like okay na yung pwesto ni Alexi B dito. No? Doesn't matter kung magpa-B. Etong Grayhound, may man advantage naman. Pwede tayo mag-retake. Well, magkaiwala yung players ng Grayhound. Ito yung magiging mahirap yata dahil, no? Some pressure dito sa may B para nga mahatid sa connector. Dito si Ins, but I don't think that's enough of a fake, no?
Yeah. Di yan eh. Ins is pushing himself a little bit too close dito kay Hedrick. And look at the positioning from Alistair. He's actually trying to bounce between yung pag-push doon sa apps at saka sa underpass at baka tatakbo na lang siya dito sa B. Kakalabanan na lang niya. Nag-iisa nandito si Alexi B. Yun ang connector hold. That will pay off for the IGL. Double kill galing dito kay Alexi B. The Finnish player, the IGL for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Nag-bounce na ulit. 11-11 for the side of Ninjas in Pyjamas, mga kaibigan. And there have been a lot of moments, opportunities for NIP to actually gain control of each parts of the map with aggression. Pero on their CT, that's when they're playing with the most amount of patience eh. Yung hold doon sa connector, or actually doon sa ating catwalk towards connector, and yung ating underpass, which becomes one of these positions for Hedrick and Alexi B, which does not hit the shot from Hedrick. Config, siya yung kukuha ng patay kay Ins, which will result in their mid-control loss again. Rez finally a spray towards Vexite. Lins with the P250. Nag-whip yung shot. Eventually will recover. Hedrick. Rez, USP in hand. Dalawa ang napatay doon sa underpass. 12-11. Ninjas in Pyjamas regain the lead yet again. Napaka-close ng laban now, Fu.
Yep, salitan lang ng rounds eh. Hindi ko talaga alam kung kanina ko ibibigay yung advantage, kanina ko ibibigay yung clear true sight netong laro na to. Pero this round na pailing yung coach ng NIP, nakita ko eh. And natawa na nga lang sila since ang daming miss shots. Napaka-chaotic dun sa may middle area. Even config. Nakapitas pa dito yung Grayhound. Pero doesn't matter. Dami pera pa rin naman ng Ninjas. Alistair, he knows that one player is close. So I feel like kailangan na lang talaga i-give up yung space na yan. But look at config. Sobrang layo na niya dito sa may middle area. And he's taking so much space. May kasabay pang palace push. So information gathered for NIP. Pwede na sila mag-stack B right now. And yes sir, Headtrick is heading towards B. Saktong-sakto lang yata yung op. Ito na yung pwesto ni Alistair at magagamit na rin ni Headtrick. Across. Window smoke. Ala Alistair. Backside. Kalma ka muna dyan, sir. But the Ninjas are out. Still wants to make the pressure. And a flick coming from Headtrick. And a fourth. What? This kid, man. Chow them down like hungry toddler. What the?
Rookie. The rookie from Ninjas in Pyjamas. Nag-step up na naman sa AWP niya. At sinabi mo, the perfect timing kung kailan siya nag-position sa market ay kung kailan nag-commit na ang Ninjas. There wasn't the window smoke. They just wanted to cross as fast as possible. Yun yung naging priority. Yun yung naging downfall for Grayhound dahil doon sa loss of that utility. That was the buy round para sa kanila. Yung underpass na threaten na agad dahil dito sa positioning ni Rez. May tatlong naka-stack up again. Config from that mid spot. Kung kanina nasa top mid siya para ma-threaten yung ating split push. That's one of the very big reasons kung bakit dito tuloy nagkaroon ng map controller. Huge split push towards B. Hindi nila tuloy na accommodate yung ating mid smoke. Hindi tuloy nila na neutralize tong si Config na dito sa kanyang space-taking ability dito. That contributes din sa naging style of calling para sa Ninjas in Pyjamas, di ba? Binibigyan yung players nila ng amount of freedom kung kailan nila or kung saan sila magpo-position. Sa late round na lang sila nagkakaroon ng structure at dito nagkakaroon ng value yung playstyle na pinafacilitate nitong si Alexi B. Now, 40 seconds on the clock mga kaibigan. Mid-side na naman ang magiging focus para sa T-side ng Grayhound. Pistols lang naman, so mag-audition lang siguro sa op netong si Headtrick. Just preparing for the eventual push. And that's the one player down. Ins. Tulog ka muna kaibigan, kape ka muna dyan. P250 out. Alam nilang papasok na ang pistols pero Headtrick able to get a double kill. Lalabas ang up pero yung AK-47 ni Rez ang papatay kay Vexite. Solon Alistair na naman. Ang IGL kukuha ng AK-47. Palabas dito sa window and Rez expecting yung pagtalon na lang itong si Alistair. Nag-iisa lang. 11-14. Looking very different from their last barrage encounter from ESL Pro League.
Wow, yung ang masasabi ko lang dito, Headtrick, he's staying a step ahead over of Grayhound dito, Dad. Yun na napapansin ko, no? Laging sakto eh. Kung saan magpupush tong Grayhound, kung saan sila bigla magbaburst, nandun yung timing ng rotation ng Copper, which is si Headtrick. So, napakalaking bagay niya, no? That's an impactful Copper with a minute. Salubungan! Nagkaamuyan! And a second coming from Headtrick. Stellar performance coming from Headtrick. Now, Siko and Vexite, masyado nang late sila dito, no? Wala na silang naabutan na trade, wala na silang naabutan engagement, and even mapapatay pa sila ni Config ng ganong kadali. And now, Siko, the bottom fragger. Look at Siko, pilay pala yung Grayhound, Dad. 7 frags. Nahihirapan siyang pumatay dito, nahihirapan siya mag-trades, and even the third from Headtrick. What? Ang init. Sakto lagi kung nasan pupunta tong Grayhound, just like we said. And he was there all night long.
Yeah. Wala ring presence on apartments. It was only this split push na they were getting very antsy na lang eh. Like hindi na tuloy nila kinukuha na ng chance na kalabanin yung ating catwalk. There was the mid smoke but they're more focused on putting tong si Vexite doon sa chair corner. all the way to get that mid, pero it's not enough para makakuha sila ng napaka-stable na map control natin dito mga kaibigan. Match point na agad ang Ninjas in Pyjamas. Talo nila agad itong Grayhound. Makukuha nila yung map pick nila. Has been the difficulty para sa Aussie squad eh. Mahirapan sa Mirage at yung T-side nila. A nade papunta sa core ng Aussies, pero Vexite finally will get himself yung entry potential. A second from the rifler, pero head trick will get him through the smoke. Pero magka-plant pa rin ng bomba ang Grayhound. That's at the end of the day yung objective na kailangan nilang kunin. I-force ang Ninjas in Pyjamas to either play retake or labanan na lang later on in the next round. Kaso baka lalabanan na nila agad to. Liaz sobrang lapit. Papatayin siguro tong si Headtrick. He's playing the passive angle, pero si Zico papatay. Alexi B finally will get himself a second kill. Liaz and INS fall to the ground, and Rez, the fall flank na kanina pang nakokontrol dun sa Palace, and Alexi B will put the final nail in the coffin for Grayhound. Ninjas in Pyjamas. 3 versus 5 retake na naipananalo ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. Great job sa map 1. Nakuha ang Mirage. Tutuos sila dito sa Inferno kung saan babawi ang ating Australian squad.
Yun na. Yung hinahanap natin coming from NIP. Showing some quality performance, especially yung op natin. Si Henry, all props to that kid. Wala tayong masasabi dyan. It was just on point. Game sense, oo nandun. Kasi yung rotation saktong-sakto lang. Like yung kanina, nasa market siya when magbe-burst na itong Grayhound. Tapos nasa may connector siya nung magmi-mid-burst naman itong Grayhound. And now, that A main push, dun talaga nasira yung pera ng Grayhound, and also yung actual chance nila para mapanalo yung round na yun eh. Since that 2 kills coming from Headtrick, nabasag na agad yung mga reaction play sa may middle. A-split lang naman sana yung ng Grayhound on that second to the last round, kaso lang masyadong maganda yung defense nito. But good try for Grayhound. Map pick naman kasi talaga ng NIP, that's why they picked that map, kasi ready sila to fight against the Aussies. Pero tingnan naman natin, no, abangan natin yung map 2 that we're going to see Inferno. So interesting map rin. Matagal na natin hindi na kita to actually coming from NIP. Tingnan natin kung ano kayang performance ni Headtrick dito. Will he be consistent? Because if hindi gumana si Headtrick dito, feel ko mas mapapadali yung trabaho ng Grayhound, no? Since siya lang talaga yung bumabasag, napapansin ko eh. It's just Headtrick being the winning condition. Kagaya na sinabi mo kanina na wala silang star player, but it was just Headtrick's game, and doon na play around itong NIP, doon na nag-play around yung Ninjas, and lalo naging cohesive na yung system nila.
Yeah, at nag-step up ang ating rookie na si Headtrick. At yan ata yung missing formula para maging consistent na ang NIP sa ating road ranking natin. Pero it's a lot of factors, a lot of variables na kailangan pa ma-confirm, at malalaman yan pagdating natin sa Inferno map kung saan matitest na agad ang ating Australian squad. Will Grayhound actually get yung Inferno map natin to first out Game 3, or makikita ba natin ang Ninjas in Pyjamas sa Legend Stage pagkatapos ng series ito? Malalaman pagkatapos ng short break na to. Ito ang Blast Paris Major 2023.
made it.
Oh, no! Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh, crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
At nagbabalik tayo mga kaibigan dito sa ating last series of the night sa Blast Paris Major 2020. Mga pala si Dad Fem at kasama ko pa rin si Nafu para sa ating series between Grayhound versus Ninjas and Pyjamas. Nakuha ng Ninjas ang ating Mirage map, which is, you could say, ang worst map na para dito sa Grayhound possible. Nakuha agad dito sa ating map dito. Pero dito sa ating second map, Inferno, you could say na mas komportable dito ang ating Australian team, ha? Like, compared to how they were doon sa ating Mirage map. This is a higher win rate map sa ating Australians and a very, very complicated situation for Ninjas. Pero paying off momentum, hindi ko talaga kaya pa rin ito ng Ninjas despite that stats, man.
Yup, alam naman natin na mainit pa rin si Hedrick dito. He's been consistent round after round, no? Yun yung kailangan natin na bigyan ng pugay. I mean, kanina si Config, okay, yung first few rounds nung second half natin, mainit si Config, giving some space, finding some entries. So kaya sila nakakakuha ng space like connector, especially Alexi B nagkakaroon na rin ng initiative. Ang daming contribution din, no? Not just calling, even on fragging, si IGL, Alexi B on point pa rin. For Grayhound naman, Alistair definitely siya na yung kailangan mag-step up dito. Parang isa rin siya sa mga missing pieces, especially Seiko. Yun yung gusto ko i-point out, that kasi ang sama hindi ako sanay na ganyan yung performance ni Seiko. Nakita natin parang almost patapos na yung game, 7 kills lang siya. So pilay talaga itong Grayhound, no? May missing piece sila, and I feel like if mag-step up lang yung mga couple of players ng Grayhound, mabibigyan tayo ng good game against NIP, especially Inferno. Ito na yung map pick ng Grayhound. This is their last chance para ma-deny itong insta sweep coming from NIP. But let's see, no, if ever consistent pa rin si Hedrick. Not sure, masakit talaga impactful yung offense. Hindi lang basta pick-offs yung ginagawa niya, Dad. Hindi lang siya nakakabawas ng players, but nagiging winning condition na rin yung mga key frags niya. So now, starting off Inferno, Grayhound on T side, Ninjas 2-3 setup, basic na basic config, piece of information towards the second mid area. Mukhang may idea naman sila na possible na bumagal pa tong Grayhound, maybe slow play or an exec play, but they are committed into this 3 players in B side.
Wait, wala silang molly, so hindi talaga banana yung pupuntahan ng Grayhound dito They would have needed that if they wanted to control yung sandbags position natin if they were going banana, but just from the utility from Alistair, it is looking like an A-side push nga dito. Pit player, Hedrick, big responsibility. I-hold na lang yung apps position natin pero magre-repo siya. Config trying to hold yung apps natin. Doon lalabanan sa default ang mga players on Grayhound. Alistair and Vexite striking first blood kay Config and Hedrick. Magandang simula sa pistol round for NIP. Rez trying to regain control. Pabalik dito sa ating city spawn pero ang problema sa aggressive ng setup dito for Grayhound, they just have a really good defense sa ating bomb plant dito on A side.
Yup, ang ganda lang ng read net dito ng Grayhound, no? Although for NIP naman, they just used Config's information sa may second mid. Alam ni Config na malayo pa yung kalaban, and that's why kinomit nila yung 3B, but now they are getting hunted. Pistol round pa lang, ayaw na yata bigyan ng armor, and Vexite still on point. Takes down Res, but Brola with the duelist still killing some players, and yep, mukhang si Brola na makakapag-save. A good try though for that hunt, pero round 1 will be going to Grayhounds. So, ito yung sinasabi natin. Kailangan magkaroon na ng good calls, kailangan na tumama na rin ni Vexite as well as Alistair, no? Especially Alistair. Alam natin na pag uminit yan with this op, pwedeng maging momentum starter to for Grayhound, but 1-0 forced by coming from the Ninjas. May fama si Brolan, pwede na nga yan, one rifle, tapos yung mga iba naka-upgraded pistols, pero may mga kasamang utilities, so they can easily cancel the early round plays site. Dire-diretso lang sa may middle, and what? Config, but a triple nade. That's a good trade. Ints will go down, and definitely alam na ng Ninjas na magpapa-A na tong Grayhound. Diaz leading the way. Tinalunan lang si Hedrick dito, but Alexi B with a trade still. Nakatayo pa rin siya dito sa Tibik point. Brolan, Pyjamas gets activated. 2v2. Alistair is so low, and now bomb just getting planted.
Yeah, pa
Actually,
lang.
no plant.
Hindi pa nga eh. Parang tinatry pa rin nilang hintayin kung saan manggagaling si Brolan at si Rez, and they wrapped around doon sa A-short pagkatapos ng smoke doon papunta sa library, kaya dito sila manggagaling over a truck, at dito sa AK ni Rez agad-agad niyang nakita si Siko. It's all on Alistair. Nag-iisang AK na lang, nag-iisang nabubuhay para sa Grayhound, kaso sa double peak dito mo overwhelm na naman ang Grayhound players natin dito, mga kaibigan. Same story from the Mirage map. Pistol round win para sa Aussies, pero sa conversion, dito matatalo at mananalo ang Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Look at this replay. Backside through the smoke. Ang ganda rin naman ng entry ni Lias, but Alexi B nandito pa nga, and as well as Brolan na activate na rin. That's why nagkaroon pa ng chance ng dalawang players, which is si Rez. One who cleaned up that round. 1-1 Ninjas in Pyjamas. Ito yung kailangan iwasan ng Grayhound. Those upgraded pistols, those setups, they need to be more careful, lalo na ang daming variations. Even yung nade, nakita natin, even the utility, nakakapatay dito for NIP. Grayhound, Tech9s pa rin naman on their hands. Flashes, pasok pa rin naman. Let's see anong approach nila dito. Maybe unahin naman nila ngayon yung brackets, no? Since kanina napipigilan na sila, and they're out. Alexi B, he knows that pwede nga mag-wrap around. This connector is smoke, everything is smoke. Flash, so good, but the quick trade coming from Siko. Nakapulot pa ng AK-47. Hedrick trying to play behind the smoke. Config gets activated, headshot, angle secured. Napapost na lang yung Grayhound dito because Lias has a timing. Meron pala siyang onting gap dun sa may smoke. And now, dito na matetest yung resiliency ng Ninjas. Kung magsistay ba sila sa A-site or maybe get some more information sa middle via res.
Nasan sa smoke natin. At Hedrick walking in. Finally, nakita niya tong si Liaz. Trying to hold the long angle gamit ng Mac 10 na yun. Kaso, he had that small window na puntahan yung ating apps position pabalik if he wanted to reset. But they just wanted to get the bleep na lang. Ins, na-catch off guard dahil Rez. Slowly walking towards top mid na lang at kiniklear yung bawat corner doon sa apps. He was just unaware that he was just trying to climb out dito. Alistair 1v3, Tech9 na lang, pero crossfire ang makakalaban niya dito. Rez, clean shots from the MP9. A double kill galing dito sa Ninjas in Pyjamas. A good try since they were definitely securing yung ating library position dito. Nalasan pa nga dito sa mga gaps ng smoke. So, Ninjas just have to be aware of these smokes gaps. Diba? But other than that, they had a pretty clear understanding of the situation since wala pa rin silang control over that pit position. As long as the pit player is still alive, then Grayhound, may hirapan lalo sila na makakuha ng full secure over the A site. I haven't seen a B rush coming out from the Australian squad. Kung kailan nila lalabas, siguro pagkatapos ng pistol round na ito, since they haven't been doing well on getting yung mga picks natin over mid. Siguro magiging responsibility nito is yung banana push natin from Rez, and he has been doing wonders doon sa ating Mirage map. Siguro dito ma-activate na naman sa Inferno, pero babalik na lang na siguro yung space dito for Grayhound. As long as they have mid control, as long as they have time, pwede pa rin sila mag-decide mamaya.
Yup, may one flash pa naman si... Well, actually, wala na yung flash ni Lias dito. I thought magkakaroon tayo ng mga waterfall idea. But Siko, siya muna yung pipik doon sa may apps. Meron naman siyang P250. Siguro good headshot lang sabay tap doon sa may body could easily kill one player. Pero 4 players or 3 players are still holding A site. Hindi naman sila gumagalaw dito. Tingnan natin kung saktong-sakto lang yung crossfire na to. Liaz is setting up a flash. Pop! And they're blind head trick. Naku po, medyo nagmintis pa yata yung second shot ni Dan. Pero nandito na si Config doing the dirty job. Clean help coming from Config. 3-1. Medyo nakakalayo na yung NIP. Pero ito na Dan. Pagkaka-buy round na yung Grayhound, no? So, kanina, hirap na hirap sila kunin yung brackets. Yung mga A executions nila, napaka-defective talaga. Yung mga palya And nasusolusyonan agad ng NIP yun. But let's see if banana na ba yung kukunin ng Grayhound since it's been a while na nakita natin yung mga heavy pressures coming from the T side towards that banana area. And NIP naman, wala naman tayo masyado nakitang pagbabago dun sa banana. It's just a 2-man play. Counter utilities para madelay lang dyan. But Hedrick, he has an op. And in forward position, nope. A miss coming from Hedrick and low HP. So pwede na magagamit ng NIP to, no? They know Hedrick is so far. Pwede nang kunin nila yung middle take coming from Vexite. And yes sir, mabibigay yata ng NIP.
I'm actually surprised na doon sa previous round na nakatagal yung Grayhound natin sa pag-control doon sa ating top mid. I thought that one flash wasn't gonna be enough since it was targeted towards kay Alexi B. But it actually gave them enough time para mapatay yung dalawang nagka-crossfire dito. Patay agad yung quad player natin na si Hedrick, pero since nandun din naman si Config, giving up yung pit para ma-double layer na agad yung ating defense over top mid. That was just more than enough para ma-clean up na that triple kill. Grayhound talaga nag-waste na agad ng little bit amount of time, at least a little bit damage towards Hedrick. Feeling ko, one more AK round doon sa body ni Hedrick. Okay na, patay na agad yung ating kaibigan si Hedrick But, no, they're gonna go back towards A. And Brolan will peek off kaso Vexite. Great adjustment at napatay agad si Brolan. This will give a lot of hope para dito sa Grayhound. At pagkawala ng smoke, Config will be able to catch Liaz off guard. Seiko and Vexite down 12 HP and 22 respectively. But Vexite through the smoke, napatay ang IGL. Config to get the second frag. Kaso sa pag-fit defense ni Config, dito lalabas ang lakas. Nilabas na ng pistol. Rez on library will catch Seiko. It's all on INS now. The one tap towards Config, pero sobrang low on HP na din yung dun. Kaso INS with the spray. Kahit na-flash ang IGL para dito sa Grayhound, it was just more than enough info para sa kanya. Nakita nila agad yung dalawang biktima sa harap ng Australian player. Gives them the 1v3 clutch. The closer para sa Grayhound.
That spray down from INS. Tapos a 1v3 Config. Ang dami niyang ginawa doon sa may pit. He did everything para madelayin. Grabe si Alice. Nagwawala na guys. Definitely kailangan nila yung moral booster na yan. Coming
Alam
from the
yung,
IGL pa.
Alam mo yung parang kung paano nag-hype up yung ibang mga teams. Sabi na, nice one. Tapos magumura pa yung iba. Hindi. Yung sa diba, sa OG, parang sinasampal na ni Dexter yung kamay ng mga teammates na dito.
Ay, oo.
Talagang sigawan lang. Parang nasa com shop lang.
Sanay na sanay
trash talk
yan,
pa doon sa kalaban. Ay, hindi.
Ay, nako. Siguro kailangan nga ng Grayhound yun.
Hindi naman ako yung pro player Ikaw nga yun
May mga banat pa na ganyan. Ito yung mga pro, dad. Dito talaga.
Ito yung banana push na kanina ko pang hinahanap sa Grayhound 2 mollies. Just so hindi nila makokontrol yung banana from the side of Ninjas in Pyjamas. May nade pa nga, may damage dito ay Config at hindi niya tuloy mapupush ng mabilisan ng ating apps position, which I kind of agree. Liaz just has to play this as calculated as possible. A double stack up from Brolan at saka kay Rez just to control yung ating banana position. Kapag nag-push out na ang Grayhound, lalabanan na lang yung double stack natin dito, and with that smoke, with that flash, eto yung panglason ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. Dapat i-clear agad yung top corner nitong si Brolan. But Grayhound are playing this so patiently. Naku, hanggang ngayon, hino-hold pa rin nila yung position nila. At kung ako itong magpo-push pa rin ako, pero They're playing this as calm as they want it to be. Brolan just trying to hold na naman pa rin yung top position niya dito on top of quad. Pero dahil doon sa initial info, yung smokes out dito na magro-rotate. Liaz cuts off tong si Config bago mag-respond doon sa aggressive takeover at Banana. And just that one pick is enough for them to get more confidence. Just to commit dito sa ating push over that B. Kahit mawala yung smoke, kahit nag-flash na dito, ang Grayhound mag-hold pa rin ang double anchor setup from Ninjas in Pyjamas. New box on top. Rez trying to hold yung dark position natin. And with only a P250, it's not gonna be enough. Vex site, good for one. Liaz gets the second sa pag-entry dito sa B site. At agad-agad, pagplant ng bomba ang Grayhound pakatapos na 3 picks dito.
They had the read. Alam na nila na magpapabi na dito yung Grayhound pero still somehow managed to lose that one out. Medyo pangit yata yung pwesto ng pistol. Nandun siya sa may back of pillar. Pero sayang naman hindi na-activate si Hedrick and now Grayhound. Mukhang clean round pa yung mangyayari dito. Although Ins, low HP siya, pwede siyang hagipin ng bomb. And yes, umasim pa si Hedrick. Ipit na lang talaga mga sir, no? He just want to save that up. Kaso lang hawak ng Grayhound yung cross. And a third, para rin para sa T-side natin now, equalizing scoreline. Ang gusto palang ipakita ng Grayhound. And nakuha naman nila. Mukhang B-side nga talaga yung kailangan nilang kunin since na-point out ni Dad kanina na hindi talaga ina-aggro yung Banana. Ngayon lang nila nakita yung freedom dun sa may Banana, no? Nung nagkaroon sila ng control, mas napadali yung buhay nila. Forces Config to get some information. Na-punish ni Lias. Alexi B going back to pit pa. So medyo humina yung B and not really expecting that re-aggro. Round 7. Full USPs para sa Ninjas. Well, Alexi B meron naman siyang M4A1S para at least man lang mabawasan ng isang player yung Grayhound, no? But by the looks of it, pwede na mag-B anytime yung Grayhound. Only Brolan holding this alone. Ints, good swing. Alam nilang USP lang. So yes, pwede nilang gamitin yung information just to push this B site. Alamin nila kung may stack ba na nangyari. If wala, let's just go B. If meron, ready naman yung mid players ng Grayhound to react. And sicko, sick shot. Brolan is dead.
Yeah.
B site is clear.
Slow take papunta doon din sa may B site eh. Parang yung nag-iisang A1S na hawak nitong si Alexi B, parang naalala ko yung isang round doon sa Mirage. Yung nag-iisa lang yung AK-47 nila. Tapos parang masasabi mo yung hero buy na yun yung start the show. Pero it was supported by utility dito galing kay Hedrick. Tanda mo yung dalawang flash setup na nilabas nila doon sa A main. Tapos yung Siko nyo nasa hell, di ba? Eh, yun yung pakatapos ng Molly na nilabas dun from Palace. Tapos, nung nasmokan siya, yun yung after nun, na-flashan siya ng dalawang flash galing kay Hedrick from A main. And parang na-flash out eh. Pero dito, wala silang utility. Kaya kahit mag-A1S tong si Alexi B, kapag wala siya nakuha early pick, hindi talaga magiging effective to laban sa Grayhound on their Banana push. 2 times in a row. Kung nahanap na nila yung comfort zone for Grayhound, ang Banana control na hindi agad-agad naka-counter ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. 4th round win. Winning streak. Ang Grayhound natin. 3 rounds in a row. And it started with, again, yung dalawang Banana pushes na nakikita natin na nagiging successful na agad ang Australians. Pero how many times will they have to do that to make sure na parang may control talaga sila sa matchup na to, di ba?
Tingnan natin kung sino yung may control. Facing natin dito. Banana, quite heavy pa rin para sa side ng Grayhound. Molly and Nade. Para nga mapaback si Brolan at least dito. But, nagkaroon na rin ng setup. Finally, yung Ninjas sa may A, no? May boosted na rin na si Hedrick. Off angle coming from Config. Spotting the tight angle. And gusto lang naman mag-waterford play netong Grayhound. Naku po, sa flash. Alam na nila na magagaling pit dito si Config Vexite. Nahanap pa siya doon ng kill and Edric no po. Hindi ina-expect yung position na yan. Good defense coming from Ninjas. Sira na agad yung idea ng Grayhound just to go down pit. Try the waterfall play and Alistair wala. Mahirap na to. He needs to get some insane shots. Maybe hit some insane shots. But I guess this is a safe call. If ako yung Grayhound dito, walang space, wala nang utility. Really, na-spam pa coming from Brolan. So, save this up, Alistair. Good try naman though yun, no? Some gulat plays. But Ninjas, they're really aware sa pwede nang gawin netong Grayhound, no? Like, yung mga triple apps play, yung mga burst A short, in some sorts, and Lias. Backpedals na, save na nga lang yung AK, may kasama pa naman utilities. Next round na lang bumawi mga sir. And wala pa rin talaga. Same lang dad nung map 1, no? Alternating rounds. Parehas ng teams nakakabasa ng pattern. So, I guess, bigay ko na to sa Ninjas muna.
Napaka-valuable as a pit player tong si Config. Kasi parang hindi lang pit yung kanyang hinuhod lagi. He has the capacity na makapag-defend din dito sa ating balcony. You know? And a player like Headtrick being his second fragger doon sa ating short position just gives him more options sa kung saan siya magpo-position, di ba? He can be back around pit kung saan yung kanyang main position usually kapag ka nagpe-play siya on Inferno, right? He can be on top of apps, pwede niya i-push pa rin ito para magkaroon sila ng second layer of defense, lalo na doon sa mga short sides of that A site, di ba? Player like Config just providing so much on a team like Ninjas and Pyjamas, and you can tell yung value niya ngayon, lalo na dito sa ating first half habang bumabawi sila dito against Grayhound. Really, really good start. Even if it is towards say equal amounts of round wins against Grayhound, it is still a really good showing, lalo na dito sa mga riflers natin on NIP. This time on T side, Grayhound looking to re-aggress na naman. Some damage control over at Banana. Naluto si Liaz at saka si Vexer. Matapos ng konting molly exchanges natin dito over at Banana, mga kaibigan. Brolan pushing on. Making sure na papaalis ang Grayhound sa pag-push over at Banana. They have recognized na Banana has been a really good position para dito sa ating T-side. Kaya ang Greyhounds kailangan mag-reposition, possibly take control over at that apps position since nobody's giving too much value or too much eyes. Lalo na hindi na nagpo-push dito si Config. You can tell that after na botch yung window position nila dun sa mga early rounds, hindi na nila inuulit ito. Nagpa-fall back na lang sila dito sa ating mid control. Just with these mollies, it's enough for them to actually waste a lot of time. Pero now Greyhound wanna poke the bear. Now that apps is definitely open for them to the taking, dito na nila lalabanan yung pit player na si Config. But habang nandito pa rin si Headtrick, he can still have that control over that mid-top position. Pero dito siya sa Kobe mag-hold at hindi pa rin siya nakiklear ng Grayhound at all. Headshot galing kay Headtrick. Napaka-appropriate sa pangalan at napatay niya agad si Vexite. Nakasama niya sana ang mga players on Grayhound to take control over A site. Pero sa Banana, papasok ang dalawang players ng Grayhound. Si Alistair at saka si Inz ang pinakaunang papasok sa site at hindi na napanalo. Inz ang laban niya against Brolan. They still have control over B. Nag-iisa na lang si Alistair at si Inz. Ako po, papasok si Liaz. Baka mapatay pa ni Alex si B. Napapasok na lang si Rez with a double. Kaso nga lang, napanalo ng Ninjas and Pyjamas dahil na-gatekeep nila ang Grayhound sa pagkuha ng site itself.
My gosh. Rotations coming from Ninjas as well as Headtrick. Four Ninjas were sitting at A site like mga 1 minute. 1 minute yata sila nag-hold dun, dad. Wala nagre-react. Grabe yung responsibility ni Brolan. Kanina pa siya mag-isa sa may B-side. Full trust on him. And di naman nagbunga. Grayhound, ang idea nila, they wanna go arch. They want to wrap around A. May smoke na rin naman dun sa may library area natin. But was just not enough, no? Hindi na set up ng maayos yung entry play nila. And look at that. No room for Inz to move back, to move forward. Hesitation play. Tinan mo naman yung pera ng Grayhound. Napakasakit. 2 upgraded pistols. Diaz. Wala pang utility. But let's see. Alistair. Meron pa naman siyang up. Maybe a good pick-off. That could set off the tone dito.
Ang payat ng utility. Wala silang wala silang flash. Siguro human flash kung papasok si Vexite na mabilisan, 'di ba? Rely na lang dito kay Liaz na pwedeng siya naman yung magte-trade sa kanya. Kaso since 4 versus 5 na to, lalo sila mahihirapan sa trading of potential natin no? Config. Again, back to being that player doon sa ating truck position at nakita niya agad yung ulo, Liaz! Down before he can even provide value sa pag-push doon sa may A site at kita mo yung movement ng Ninjas. Discipline, just on effect. Head trick with a shot kay Vexite at dito na naman lalakas ang patience for Ninjas. Grayhound pushing on without any type of plan. Sicko with a shot kay Config. Kaso yun lang yung makukuha pa lang ng Grayhound this time around. 2 shots from the AK-47 at yun yung magtatapos. Head trick, a double kill, a triple para ma-end yung round dito. Kaso sobrang natakot ako dito kay Ince. Sobrang lapit niya dito kasi. Nag-ingay na nga siya pagkatapos maglabas ng smoke kaya they were just too confident to use those 2 mollies. Parang 2 times na ako nakakita ng perfect utility play from NIP. And maybe that's like the key to how they've been playing around these wins so far.
Grabe yung 2-man setup ng Ninjas dito sa may banana. Just 2 guys trading utility sa may banana para nga mabigyan ng freedom yung 8 players to get up some aggressive picks. Just like that, head trick getting 1. Alistair goes down. This idea again, alam natin na maaga talaga mag-push ng apps itong Grayhound. No? They really want this space. Gustong-gusto na nila i-punish yung anchor ng A site, which is si Config na kanina pa nagpuput up ng numbers. Look at him. 10 frags already on the board. Anchor player pa yan, guys, no? So, what more can you get from this player? Brackets control, okay, Lias. Nakalabas na rin naman yung uso niya dito. He has some space. But the Lexi needs to move. Kailangan niyang pumasok sa A-side.
Baka may pinapoint siya now. Kaya nakalabas yung uso. Baka may tinuturo
barrel
siya.
dyan? Wait. Parang kita yung barrel.
May ganong glitch. Kita yung barrel ni Config kapag tumagos siya sa wall na ganyan.
I don't know. Binulsa yung... line. Roland with a spray down. Oh, what a quick trades. Quick trades coming from Sicko. A site is now clear. They know both players are coming from B site. So very much sure na pwede na ma-plant itong bomb safely. And that's what they needed. Grayhound. Nakahanap na rin ng good execution.
Napaka-bad ng timing sana dito from Brolan. Because he was at a spot where he was just open to take the defense doon sa waterfall, diba? Pero it all came down to that perfect shot from Sicko. At sayang sana yung magiging first blood dito kay Head Trick. What a clean pixel peek kay Alistair. And you could tell na tilted na to. Sasapakin na niya yung kalaban na, pre. Tatakbuhin na niya tong si Head Trick, pre. Unfortunate para dito sa Ninjas in Pyjamas, but Sicko. Yan yung parang ginamit niya, yung pag-waterfall na tong si Vexite. Diba? You remember yung kung paano siya tumalon from that balcony position? That was yung human flash na hinaharap nila dito from Grayhound, which Sicko now, finally, nagising na siya pagkatapos ng kanyang Mirage performance kanina. And you can say na hindi yun parang kasalanan niya all throughout Mirage. It was just a combination of Headrick being on fire, Ninjas in Pyjamas having perfect util sa pag-counter na kung nasan siya usually. And maybe just an off day for him. He's not having like the best of games, but this double kill is parang nagbibigay sa akin ng optimism, di ba?
And of hope.
Parang ano, may ising ka na lang tapos maalala mo, okay, malakas nga pala si Sicko.
Nakakamiss to si Sicko, no? Kanina, wala, hindi siya gano'n ka talaga karamdam. Oh, wait a minute. The other stream. Apex now, ang lamang. And a 14-8. Similar scoreline on map 2 nung nakita natin. Mukhang Apex na ito tapos ng matchup na yan. But, yun nga, coming back to the game. Sicko, I feel like Sicko, he's been doing so much. Yung 6 frags na yan, napansin ko, laging laging refrag, either refrag or entry, just like Lias, napaka-asim. banana control talaga yung gusto nilang kunin, but Res, good support from his teammate, getting that equalizing kill. Alexi B is also here, no? Saktong-sakto lang since dami niya pang utility. Pwede niya pa actually pa-pushin itong si Res, setting up with the backside, bulag na bulag, almost getting that second. A good nade coming from Alexi B. He still has a molly just to delay this push. Rotations being pulled. Ang layo pa ni Config coming from Tiram pa. Back pillar position. Flash a bit late. Alistair not aware. Sicko quite stuck and Alexi B getting 2. Ins na lang ang matitira with that low HP. A tap on the body can do the work. Smokes are fading. He knows where Ins is, and Alexi B with the third. Grabe yung depensa ni Alexi B doon. IGL power.
Fraging IGL pare. But you could tell na they were waiting for that one opportunity na magkaroon ng active push na naman doon sa banana. That's the first time that they've had an active engagement. Etong si Rez at saka si Brolan na a couple of rounds ago, nakikita mo yung active push itong si Brolan pero wala siya napapatay doon sa banana push, diba? On CT. Ngayon pa lang sila nagkakaroon ng patay from holding banana as in. And that provides a lot of cover para dito kay Lexi B para magkaroon siya ng control as the only anchor. Plus hindi pa nila nakokontrol agad yung mga long angles doon. Head trick. Kanina pa nasa mid top and again finds another hit shot kay Ins. Not hesitating at all if Config will get the second dito. Ninjas in Pyjamas on fire. Laban dito sa Grayhound mga kaibigan. Config will be going back towards that quad position and you can tell that wala rin silang takot sa pagkuha ng mga patay dito. May konti pang engagement. Config with a third kill. At si Vexite na lang mga kaibigan. Nasa kanya yung bomba. Tatakbo na lang pabalik dito sa apps. And Config just trying to run and gun him down. Down to one more bullet to the hands on Vexite. At nilabas na agad yung USP. Sabi ni Alexi B, I got you bro.
Sacrificial lamb. Sabi ni IGL, sige na, kunin mo na. Kunin mo na yung fourth kill mo. But that was just an eco run coming from Grayhound, no? But still, this is not what Grayhound would prefer. Na umiinit na si Headtrick. Config confidence oozing out of this man. Kanina pa siya nakakaamoy ng Grayhound blood and that's what he's been drinking. I don't know, man.
Alam mo yung ano? Alam mo yung dating Astralis thing, yung nandun si Config. Right after that, that was the first time na may narinig akong parang hintawa galing kay Config. He's having a good time.
Nag-e-enjoy yan for sure. Man, 14-8 ka ba naman, di ka mag-e-enjoy. Man, this rifler, ibang klase talaga yung mechanical
Sipin mo yun?
skill neto.
Ito yung pinakaunang yung pinakaunang chance na baka makapag-playoffs na ang Grayhound tapos tatawanan mo lang sila.
Sama no? Pag nanood nila yung replay, tawanan lang pala kami neto, but Brolan, kanina pa yan umiipis, dad. Minsan sobrang asim, minsan sobrang passive. Unexpected talaga dito yung mga ginagawang plays. But look at Headtrick alone in the brackets area. Sobrang tapang. Playing that device position and that molly. Eventually flushes him out para nga makakuha ng onting space. Sila Vexite but he hit once more. Saw some Grayhound blood and he gets hit but the trade is good coming from the apps player. Man advantage still remains with the side of Ninjas and Pyjamas. Now, Alexi B, he has to cross. Alam niya naman yung information sa may arch, no? So, feel ko yung pit and apps player netong Ninjas and Pyjamas or mini pit player, pwede na sila mag-steady dyan, no? No need to move, no need to overextend, commit on the setup.
Yeah, kasi kahit pumunta sila sa apps, hold na rin agad ng pit player na si Config eh. Plus, if mapatay si Config, may mini pit player pa kayo. Hold ng crossfire. And this is when Grayhound have to feel deadly dito. Kaso, Ninjas and Pyjamas have an impossible setup na mapenetrate agad. Alexi B, Config taking picks up left and right. Zico gets a double kill. But he finds himself in 1v2 na ngayon. Paplant ang bomba pero sa pag-commit niya dito,
Wow.
hindi naman nalaman na sana hindi na lang ako nag-commit, diba? Yun yung masakit. Ninjas in Pyjamas got another round dahil sa kanilang napakasolidong defense. The pit player, the mini pit player, showing why that they can be able to defend yung ating site na ito. At increasingly, habang tumatagal ang laro, kita mo sa mukha ng mga Australianon, mga kaibigan, natalo sila, nahihirapan sila lalo. Paano na kaya sila sa laro nila pagtagal netong match na ito? Kailangan maging 6-9 para magkaroon sila ng matchup. Kaso, sa pag-aggressive peak dito, mo-overwhelm ang ating anchors. Babalik agad sa pit. Itong si Config at nakapasok ang Grayhound sa loob ng ating A-site. Kaso, kalaban nila pa rin si Config. Naka-double kill na agad si Config. Lalabas ang pistol. Kaso, Liaz will find him immediately. Vexite, Tech 9 in hand. Kaso, namatay agad ni Brolin. Sa 2 versus 2, nalabas ang AWP. Alistair will find the shot. It's all on Brolin. Sa kanya yung kit. At may time shot para makapag-clutch 1v2. Pasok agad sa default. Try na lang mag-reposition itong si Liaz at nag-wrap around pa nga sa apps position itong si Alistair. At sa paglabas niya sa smoke, kailangan niyang i-clear yung corner. Ang lapit-lapit niya dito sa Grayhound. Ang lapit-lapit niya sa Graveyard, mga kaibigan. Lalabas na agad. Pag-ingay na tong si Brolin at nag-tap na nga rin ng bomba. Magpipeak na agad sa Graveyard. Liaz, hindi pa siya nagko-commit sa fight. Alistair will land the shot from the AWP and finally, 6-9.
Nagulat si Alexi B. The Tech Knights are out. Sobrang aga sa middle pa lang na overwhelm si Config. But yung 2 kills ni Config, hindi enough yun, no? May third guy pa na naka-cross dun sa may side. Hindi niya na-finish off yung kill. And also, gusto ko yung ginawa ni Vexite. Alam niyang kailangan pa nila ng space. Alam niyang hindi po pwede yung pit player lang yung mapapatay nila. And sakto yung push niya through that smoke on that moto area. Off-guarding 2 players. Even though na may trade naman, feel ko just enough yun, no? Just to buy some time na para makapasok yung bomb sa side, para makakuha sila ng post-plant position. And even Alistair, tumama na rin yung op niya dun. So I think that's a good call coming from Grayhound. Bagong biglang change ng pacing nila since kanina pa sila nagso-slow pace, no? Alternate control, banana, then back to brackets, then translating into a waterfall play. But now, dinerecho na lang nila. Alam nilang yun yung advantage ng barrel nila, no? Close range fights, yung chaotic. So that's why they relied on that strat. For NIP naman, wala, okay na yan. Yun lang masasabi ko, that 9-6. 3 rounds yung differential natin dito. Maybe ang gusto yata nila ipupush through yung 10-5, but nagkulang lang talaga sila on that last round. Pero tingnan natin, no, notable players, Headtrick, consistent pa rin ever since map 1, nagko-contribute pa rin siya. But now, ang nakita ko talaga sa Grayhound, Alistair, and also si Siko. Yung kanina pa natin hinahanap, bakit wala si Siko? Bakit hindi natin siya nararamdaman? And now, that's why pala, iniipon niya yung kanyang lakas para sa map 2.
Kung mainit sa Mirage, ngayon mas mainit na agad si Alistair at si Siko. Well, naglalamig na agad sa first map natin ang dalawang players natin dito, pero naghanap na agad ng groove. Lalo na doon sa pag-control ng mid position. Si Alistair at saka itong si Siko. Siko has been doing well, lalo na doon sa mga positions kung saan kailangan niyang mag-defend, diba? Like, try to get the aggressive take, lalo na kapag nakapalat na yung bomba, siya yung isa sa mga magiging aggressive na magpupush whenever on the post plant. And usually, yun yung parang window pang punish kapag ka nasa city side ka. But they have been doing it like they're very comfortable to do it nga naman, diba? Which is a good sign, lalo na doon sa ating napaka-close na T-side. At sa 6-9 na ito, meron pa rin silang chance na makahabol against Ninjas in Pyjamas. Pero you gotta give credit where credit is due. Config and the Headtrick has been doing well as both the rifling and the AWP duo para sa side ito. And they have been usually holding yung A-short natin on CT, and it's been looking unbeatable. Lalo na doon sa type na yung mag-hold ng abs, yung mag-hold ng A-short, yung hindi mag-hesitate si Config na tanggalin yung position niya sa pit para masuportahan lalo yung ating top mid. That just makes it so hard to push A kapag nasa Grayhound sila eh. T-side was just so overwhelming, especially since they were focuses on rushing on A-short, and when it doesn't work out, then dun sila mag-slow down, and after a few rounds, dun magpapasok ulit ang Grayhound, diba? yung ganyang indecisiveness, yan yung kailangan matanggal para magkaroon silang komportable na second half dito against Ninjas and Pyjamas, where Ninjas and Pyjamas have the same strength that they have in that Mirage. It's yung commitment nila sa kung saan sila nagsimula at working off of that first kill, doon pa lang sila magkakaroon ng conversion, which in my eyes, it gives a lot of rooms for Ninjas para magkaroon sila ng decision making mamaya. Dito natin sa second half malalaman kung sa T-side ng Ninjas sila magkakaroon ng consistency. And will Grayhound come back into this? 2 taps pa lang dito sa P250 and Rez has to run away. Pabalik sa teammates niya. Pero yung window player na si Liaz has a window to actually catch itong si Rez. Pero dito sa Banana babalik. Try na lang i-control ang double stack lang dito sa ating B-side for Grayhounds. Habang ang Ninjas trying to take aggressive space doon sa may Banana while the duelist pushing out. Alistair has to be careful.
Naku po. INS, smoke top, Sicko. Oh, that's a good tap.
Oh,
Goes down. Roland pressing the issue dito sa may city. Kaso not expecting that second player. Backside with a boost. Config still aware. Duelists are out. Naku po, they're throwing. Sicko. Still Sicko. Kulang lang yung bullet and a knife. Rest na lang ang matitira dito. That was so chaotic. But still, meron pa rin naman siyang P250 dito. We could easily tap one head. That's a good tap. Leon goes down. Stick. Oh, Sticko. Sicko. And he's gotta stick that bomb. Napakagulo nun doon sa may city banda. Man, nagulat ako. Nag-push through sila sa may smoke. Config gets the best out of them, but masyadong kulang lang yung tao dito ng Ninjas and Pyjamas. At Grayhound, dami nilang baon
Labas pa nga ng knife. Natondo si Config. Liaz,
That
the APAC in him. Talagang naglabas pa nga ng knife dito. And Config, 20 bullets in the magazine, just making sure na full value yung kanyang pistol natin dito. Fortunate para sa kanila kasi yung recovery from that push doon sa construction and yung CT made yung retake work for Grayhounds despite the triple kill. Kaya wala na silang hesitation para ma-hold yung ating Banana with the amount of guns that they've had at yung utility na meron dito ang Australian squad. Ito yung magandang news na makikita nyo if you are an APAC fan. Talagang importante na nakuha nila yung pistol round para karoon na naman sila ng bank for the next rounds. Karoon sila ng guns pag dito, panlaban, next site. Down 11 HP dahil sa Galil ni Rez. After that amount of damage, babalik na lang siya kasama doon sa pag-push over at mid-top, and that forces them to have a triple stack doon sa ating pit, which in my eyes, ginawa ni Rez ang kanyang ability para mabait agad-agad ang rotation, and that just works out wonderfully because now yung B setup, that is gonna be the only thing that they can have to contest. Rez and Config, run and gun lang galing sa rifles nila dito. It is looking like Mirage all over again. Manalo lang sa pistol round, sa second round wala na, tapos na to. Grayhound will concede this round again.
insane flashes coming from the Ninjas. Look at that. Kita mo naman kung paano nila pinasok yung site. Easy plan, easy post plan positions. Sicko, wala na siyang inabutan, no? Na-smoke off yung city. Nagkaroon pa ng good flash. Blinding the boost on top of new box area. So, kaya ganun lang kadali na napasok ng Ninjas yan, no? But, ito yung sinasabi natin that Grayhound, kanina pa to, from map 1 pa lang, after getting the pistol round, hindi nila maalagaan yung kalamangan. Hindi nila maalagaan yung gun advantage nila since Ninjas, wala naman sila masyadong pera eh. Upgraded pistols, couple of utilities, yun lang naman yung tanging may offer netong Ninjas. But still, kita mo naman kung paano nila pinasok yung B-side. The entries were on point. Config as well. Kita mo naman yung human bait nila doon, which was Alexi B, running around lang. Sinisira lang yung crosshair placement ng Grayhound, and look at the money. Shifted just like that. I'm out from Ninjas. Ito yung gusto ko sa Ninjas, no? Even though nananalo sila, even though ang bilis nung paghahanap nila ng solusyon, they want to make sure na next round, auto-basag agad ng economy, get the momentum up, get the cash up, And tingnan natin kung mas check na ba talaga ng Grayhound yung gustong iparating na NIP. Kanina yung Grayhound puro A-site, waterfall, puro bracket stake. Now NIP I feel like puro B-hit naman yung makikita natin dito.
Actually, Nafu, may pop quiz ako para sa'yo. Doon sa Mirage map, first half, ilang beses nag-timeout ang NIP? Sabihin mo nga sa akin.
NIP? Not sure.
3 times.
3 times on the first half?
Oo. Oo.
Kala ko once
As
lang.
in.
What?
No. All 3 timeouts para magkaroon ng early disadvantage ang Grayhound. And it was just to disrupt their momentum. Kaya nahirapan Grayhound para magkaroon ng conversions dito. Imaginein mo yun no? Just for them to get the advantage dito, they use every single part of their resources, timeouts na meron sila dito, just to disrupt again yung pag-build up ng momentum against Grayhounds. That just shows you kung gaano sila committed dito sa paglaban against the Australians this time around. And they know that they're a dangerous opponent, pero they're human. Alam nilang kaya nilang labanan at possibly destabilize yung mental nila dito. Tingnan mo yung boost up at saka yung banana control nila dito. The amount of util that they invested para hindi sila makapag-push gives them layers sa pag-push dito sa may ace site. Liaz, perfect timing, nakita niya si Alexi B. That will give themselves yung man count advantage, pero tatlo lang sila nag-hold sa A at mahirapan sila lalo na tararap around na ni Rez. Roland catches off tong si Vexite. Zico will get them MP9 kill at Kondig will be laid down. Liaz tries to get the second and he is successful. Labas lang ni Rez and you'll find Zico 1v2. 8 HP and a dream tong si Liaz, pero sobrang passive na mga angles na na-set up agad ng Grayhound, kaya Alistair has to be careful kung saan siya titingin. Kapag napatay siya, mamatay agad yung kanyang kasama tong si Liaz. Pero sa crossfire, papasok, nakita agad si Alistair, pero nabait agad si Liaz! Nilabas ang pistol, 1v1, and it will be against that one. Against Alistair, 5 HP. It's Rez who has 38 this time in the magazine. Nakita niya agad nag-rotate, Rez!
Wow!
1v3 will get himself that 4K.
My gosh. That was a 1v3 coming from Rez. Actually 4 kills on that round. Punta natin it was a bit late. Yup. Pero kailangan niya talaga gawin yung trabaho niya. No? He needs to beat his teammates para magkaroon siya ng clear view of that A side coming from balcony up top. Going down, getting the first kill, isolating some angles. Ito yung kailangan ng ninjas. Look at that. Walang pera yung Grayhound. Not even a single utility in their bag. So, anong gagawin ng Grayhound dito? Pwede silang sagasaan anytime, anywhere ni Alexi B. Since ready na rin siya kumontak. Maybe some good information lang sa may B. I think pwede naman makapitalize ng ninjas to. Grayhound naman, wala nga nag-overstack dito for Grayhound. A bit scattered pa rin naman sila. Maybe just finding their own kills, finding their own fights. But the ninjas playing this pretty carefully. Iniwan lang si Brolan sa may banana. They have banana control. Now they're leaning towards mid. Mag-isa dito yung boiler. Mukhang sakto lang naman yung health dyan. And Alexi B setting up some good smokes. Mukhang wrap around A lang. Ito mga kaibigan.
Check your corners!
Naku po. Taken for granted. But the trades are here. Mukhang drop Roland. A bit of late swing. Pero saktong-sakto lang yung moto help. Now, Alistair. Pwede pa siya makapatay dito ng at least 2 players. Alexi B and Config. They are both low. He needs a miracle dito. Pero I doubt ninjas. Pwede na sila magtago. Play this post plant accurately. And for sure, napakadali ng 12 rounds na to.
Yeah. I think may malapit siyang AK-47. Ito na nga, around that boiler control. And he still has a bit of time, pero wala rin ata siyang kit para makapag-defuse. So he will just get that AK-47. I like the commitment then from Ninjas and Pyjamas. The wraparound from Arch para magkaroon sila ng napakaraming options for dirty side. Yet Ninjas giving themselves another round to the advantage. The lead that they've had built up ngayon very much deserved for the side of Ninjas. So for them to actually find yung nag-iisa na nandun sa boiler, which is actually crucial since yung positioning nito si Liaz, he can actually use that para mapag-push doon agad sa may apps position natin. Want that from that AK, kaso with the wraparound from Roland and Config, that's just made things more uncomfortable for Grayhound. Kaya nahirapan agad. Even though they had the rifles na napatay nila agad from the apps push, because of that wraparound from Arch, it was just too much to handle by the end of things. This time, aggressive take na naman doon sa ating banana position, and Ins will find Roland through the smoke. Important para dito sa Grayhound. And possibly another one kapag nag-push sila dito sa may arch position. Ins pushing again towards a banana, and they know that it is too suffocating. Kung pupush pa rin at i-commit ito ng Ninjas, just wait it. Patiently have Config finds one. Kaso Zico will take advantage of that. Rez Alexi B and Headtrick tries to reposition agad dun sa B, and it will leave Ins in a very uncomfortable position. Kaya nag-rotate na agad tong si Zico. Rinig na ito agad ng Ninjas in Pyjamas. Kaya kailangan ito magpasok. Pabilis silang makakapag-aggress. Pero nakita nila agad si Zico at si Rez. Ins will get traded off agad. Rez and everybody else on Ninjas, they will fall backwards towards B dahil Alistair is right here right now. Napatay agad yung IGL. Iniwan si Rez at si Headtrick all on their lonesome. The AWP is still active para sa Ninjas in Pyjamas. Double flag set up. Nag-whip yung shot from the AWP. Headtrick naluluto pero napatay niya si Liaz bago siya mamatay. It's all on Alistair. Kaso no on top ni Rez.
Wow.
Late to the party pero better late than never.
I would say 3v4. Nahuli na rin naman nila si Config doon. Okay, nakita natin. Nakapitas ng isa dito yung Grayhound. They got the man advantage. They even got the read. Kung saktong-sakto lang yung information nila sa may brackets area. Config taking down one doon sa may arch. Quick trade lang coming from the upper. Tapos ang bilis ng push nila sa may banana area. At nakita natin yung combo ni Alexi B and Rez pushing through the city smoke. Kasi alam niya may first rotator. Then what a wide swing coming from Rez, taking down that last defender in that B side. So now a timeout definitely needed. Ngayon lang dumating yung timeout ng Grayhound. Kailangan nila pag-usapan. No more room for mistakes. Another mistake could cost them the whole series kasi masisira na yung economy nila dito. So I think that they need to take some risks. Kailangan na natin makakita ng mga gamble plays dito from Grayhound, and maybe they need to loosen up kasi ang pansin ko ang tight nila maglaro recently, lalo na nung naka-momentum nung yung Ninjas. Napansin ko wala na masyado nag-aggro, wala na masyado nagtitake ng initiatives to actually take some early round fights, and even Headtrick marking that one up. Alistair, tapos na yung offer ng Grayhound. They know that it's an eco round, so no need for some overextensions. Gawin lang nila yung ginagawa nila ulit. Pwede nila i-seal tong 14th round now. Grayhound, just gamble aside, I think, or maybe find some more kills with that AWP. I think not much they can do about this.
Kahit ikuha nila agad yung AWP ni Alistair, wala rin mangyayari. Lalo na sa positioning na tong si Liaz. He's backed up doon sa ating banana position, which again, Roland is doing a really good job of making contact dito, making a lot of noise. Kaya nandito yung AWP, the only gun that Grayhound have in their pocket ngayon. Self-flash, Roland has to make it work dito. Jump peek, at alam niya kung nasan yung AWP. At hindi din na kailangang i-commit yung laban nito. Kahit may tatlo siyang na-pull na rotation, that will make space para sa NIP ma-push yung A site na nag-iisa lang ang kalaban nilang si Vex site. Kaya kailangan niyang mag-stay alive ng gantong katagal. Config will find the shot kay Zico. Kaso Rez on top will finally catch up itong si Vex site and Ins. The only offer, si Liaz. That was right after na-pick up tong si Alistair na na-pick up niya yung AWP, pero wala siyang makukuha ang biktima at wala siyang mahahabol dito sa mga players ng NIP. The full commit doon sa A pagkatapos ng ingay na nalabas ni Brolan on B. Important, perfect, and tactical from Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Oh wow. Napaka-systematic nila maglaro, especially on this D side. Gamit na gamit nila yung gun advantage, gamit na gamit nila yung utilities, even Prolan kahit mag-isa siya dun sa may B, na-maintain niya yung 2 players ng Grayhound eh, no? Nalaman pa niya na dun napunta yung off. So, big piece of information. Nag-speed up na yung A. Wala na rin ang flash pick na nangyari. And look at that, they're on fire. Grabe, galing 7-9 yan, Dad. Nakita natin Grayhound na naipanalo nila yung pistol round. Okay, on that second half. Pero natalo sila the second round with upgraded pistols. Tapos couple of galis lang. Tapos tinan mo yung nangyari. Ayun, dun na nga, parang dun nagsimula lahat eh. Dun nag-root down after NIP getting that second round. 14-7. Sobrang lumalayo na dito. Another chance for Grayhound to actually catch up. But Ninjas in Pyjamas, I think pretty relaxed na sila dito, I would say. Kalmado na. No more pressure is really on their side. Kailangan na lang talaga i-maintain nila yung pacing, no? Kailangan nila ma-maintain yung pressure para same mistakes yung i-commit ng Grayhound. Banana control for Roland. Ooh, nagpapanggap na smoke si Ins. Some aggression dito sa may banana. Maybe a flash would do the work, but a bit short. And now, Ins, he would pick up the fruits from the ground. Rest, may bawi sila dito. Possibility itong A-side. Good flash. Bulag na bulag dito. Yung tall box and a second for Rest. Pwede nila smoke ang tong moto area para makapag-cross and that's it. They could easily get this bomb site. 3v3 situation.
Lalaban
That
sila.
for sure plan na to. Yup, kailangan nila lumaban.
Oh my god, retake na lang dito for Grayhound. At understandable since siguro ayaw nila ibigay yung match point over to Ninjas and Pyjamas kaya importante na kunin nila to. Ang nag-iisa na ng smoke, ilalabas na kaso that also gives info kung nasaan si Config. 2 kills para sa Ninjas and Pyjamas. And Alistair, the guy who's the lone AWP player, tatakbo na lang pabalik dun sa B site. The hope of Australia and APAC as a whole. Mamamatay into that good night. 15-7. One more point para sa Ninjas. And that beautiful entry out for Config and Rez to control yung ating apps position, and Rez will get the third. Alistair will not save any sort of guns. At this point, ready na. Ready na sa Legend Stage ang Ninjas and Pyjamas. Hindi na nagkakaroon ng tsansa ang Grayhounds although they had that perfect opportunity doon sa ating banana push from Ins. Na double layer stack na nila agad yung banana pero hindi na nila agad na protektahan ng ating pit position. CT side looking so lost para dito sa Grayhounds at ang Ninjas and Pyjamas looking prime and poised to take the Legend Stage spot. This time though, Liaz takes his hand and tips it towards that apps position pero hinihintay niya yung pag-push itong si Rez kaso nagkasalisihan itong si Rez at si Liaz. Binigay agad yung space to both players on Grayhounds but Ninjas papasok pa rin mid-top being that control pero hinihintay pa rin yung pag-push. Naghahanapan lang si Liaz at saka si Rez. Si Brolan na ata yung pinakauna magiging biktima pero si Alistair ang kukuha ng first blood. Ins will follow with a second frag kay Brolan pero Liaz na kanina pang nag-hold doon sa pag-backstab. Hindi nila siya kailangan kasi may tatlo ng patay ang Grayhound.
Ganda naman ni Liaz. Dun sa my T-apps, good piece of information and gamit na nga yan ng Grayhound. Easily pushing down banana. Getting head trick ba dito? Pero okay lang. May pera pa naman yung NIP for next round and I feel like Press, wala na siya masyado magagawa dito. All angles are covered. Sandwich na rin siya dito. And you know what I noticed, Dad? Napansin ko na yung dalawang key riflers netong NIP sobrang gumana. Res and Config. Ang init sobra nila, no? Silang dalawa lang actually yung may 20 plus kills. Even head trick hindi naman siya masyado kailangan pero nagko-contribute pa rin siya. But those two riflers, Res and Config, conducting a medley of death kanina pa first half pa lang. So now ito yung magiging problema ng Grayhound. Bawal na sila magkamali. Isang blunder lang. Tinan mo naman, last round na tong NIP and sulit na sulit yung timeout. Last timeout of NIP has been called mukhang gagamitin nila to for a good finish para sa show na to. Let's see. Baka mamaya marami pa naman baon itong Grayhound. Maybe pumutok pa si Alistair dito or any kind of miracle, no? 15-8, round 24. May off pa rin naman si Alistair and starting 3B talaga sila recently. Tingnan natin kung gagana pa rin tong 3B setup ng Grayhound.
Napaka-valuable talaga as a coach tong si DJL from Ninjas and Pyjamas. And walang hesitation at napakaganda ng timing ng kanyang pag-timeout. Pero hold that thought, Ninjas and Pyjamas, naluto si Alexi B. Aggressive banana control out from Grayhounds and finally it will find value dito sa round na ito. Na-lockout na agad si Ins, Siko, pupush agad kasama tong si Ins this time around. Brolan naluto dahil dito sa aggressive take on banana and finally Grayhounds. Lalo na silang lumakas dahil alam nila napakatapos ng round na ito, wala na silang ibang pwedeng mawala pa, di ba?
Look at Res. Window timing dito sa may arch. Alistair. Medyo late yata siya since pwede makakuha si Res dito. But the slow peak, that will do the work. The lurk is down. 2v5. Jump spot lang naman yung ginagawa dito. Getting some information. Ins, yes sir. Pwede siya mag-back dyan. Good nade pass. Taking some good amount of damage. Naku po, umasim si Kuya now. Seko. Bawal ka mamatay dito if ever mabutasan pa tong B-side. Makakakita pa tayo ng 2v3 post plant. But I think he's on a good position. Bulag na rin si Config. I think he flashed himself off. No head trick all alone. Walang pera yung NIP next round. Seko. Yep, 6 shots indeed. Ito yung kailangan ng Grayhound. Sana kanina pa nila ginawa to, no? Yung mga aggressive plays. Tinan mo naman yung banana, hirap na hirap. Alexi B getting burnt down. Tapos may follow-up deep flash banana just to take out Brodan. So, they keep on re-aggressing banana and that's what I like about Grayhound right now, no? They really need to take some risks and blessings naman yung nakukuha nila dun sa mga risks na yan. And tinan mo naman NIP. Ubos agad yung pera, napaikon sila dito. And a chance for Grayhound actually para makapatong sa second digit scoreline. Backside, wide swing. Wala siyang pakialam dito na slow down na yung ninjas natin. They need to plan up again kung ano yung pwede nilang gawin with the utility. They have 2 flashes and 1 smoke. And may AK-47 pa si Config. So, may chance pa naman talaga.
Nilagay nila yung AWP sa pit. May ipit si Alistair kapag nakakuha ng 2 rifle yung Ninjas and Pyjamas. And since napatay itong si Vexite, that's definitely a possibility for them. Nakakuha na agad ng position dito sa boiler itong si Config. And it opens up this window to take yung ating short. Pero I don't think they need to overly aggress on this. They just need to wait out that smoke. Nakita na agad ni Config yun. Ins though. Nakita yung window para makuha yung flank. Siya pa lang naman yung nag-iisang may contact dito kaya hindi niya alam na double flank pala ito. Have to be careful about kung saan sila manggagaling ngayon. Kung babalik sila doon sa ating mid position, makakatch sila ng double flank from Grayhound. Kaya kailangan mag-double step na sila dito over towards that A position. Pero I think the Config has put himself dito sa arch. It opens up yung library position natin. Nalalabanan ni Liaz at saka ni Alistair pero yung smoke hindi tuloy makikita ni Liaz na nakapag-cross na agad si Config over that library pero Liaz will finally take him out. Head trick to finally get himself yung AWP player dito from Grayhound and this has worked out to be a very doable round para sa NIP as long as they can keep Rez alive. Then this is doable kaso Siko we'll take him off. Yung win trader sana for Rez. It's all on head trick. The young player, the rookie, the star of the show. Kaso na smoke defuse na agad ni Ins para sa Grayhounds. 10-15, Ninjas and Pyjamas will lose out on another opportunity para ma-close yung match na ito.
This banana push. Look at the information gathered by Grayhound, but nevertheless, that was just an eco run come from NIP and kahit pa paano nakakapatay pa naman sila, at least they got the bomb plan para mag-pile up nga yung pera nila dito. Tinan mo naman, dami nilang utilities. They have 5 Kalashnikovs. This could be the end para sa side ng Grayhound or maybe Another chance for them to actually prove the APAC power. Brolan getting aggressive, hyperly aggressive sa may banana. He will be punished by Sicko. Banana control talaga ang gustong gawin ng Grayhound. Kanina pa sila nagti-3B setup. Pero nakukuha naman talaga nila. So why not? Dire-diretso lang tayo dito mga sir. But NIP, I think nabigyan na rin nila ng respect tong Grayhound. No? Tignan mo kung gaano sila far back of the map. Walang masyado nag-overly aggress sa may apps. Even yung brackets, hindi pa rin nakukuha talaga ng NIP. So wala pa silang clear space dito. Now, they want to take this banana again. Flashes, not on point. Tico, he will go down now. Ints, siya na lang matitira dito. Rotation, tinawag na. Kailangan na ng help ng Australians dito.
Lapit na nila. Quad setup na naman. Napasok ang Ninjas in Pyjamas pero ang ganda ng flash. Nakapasok si Rez kaso mapapatay siya ni Vexite. Good recovery galing dito sa Grayhounds. What a flash!
Wow!
Vexite, good for the spray! 4K! And they keep themselves alive, mga kaibigan. APAC is still alive. Vexite. Perfect timing kasama sa flash ni Liaz. Beautifully done. Hindi tuloy nakapasok ang Ninjas in Pyjamas sa default. At kita mo yun? Tatlo sila nakahold doon sa ating church area kaya hindi sila talaga agad makakuha ng push.
That's huge. Especially from Vexite pa. Ito yung isa to sa mga star riflers ng Grayhound. Map 1 has been consistent. Map 2 still. Look at him. Getting some important kills. Some important plays. Confidence nandun na rin para sa side ng Grayhound. Another chance for them to break Ninja's echo in through the smoke. Brolan, I think that's twice na yata si Brolan na through the smoke sa may banana. So mukhang banana is not for you muna, Brolan. I feel like magpasab ka muna dyan ng pwesto, no? Maybe dyan mo itapon si Rez. Or maybe Brolan para makapaghanap ng good timing. Pero si Alistair, kanina pa siya wala nakikitang kalaban dito sa may brackets. Wala pa rin naman kasing smoke sa may arch and they're out. One player is out. Pwedeng gumapang si Config dito. Timing. Mukhang may idea na rin si Alistair na a possible cross could have been made. But Ints, nag-aalakarigan dito. Headrick with the trade. Do they still know about Sicko? The second guy pushing from banana. Arch control. Quite good. But Alistair still aware. Headrick even. Pagana pa dito. And that miss. One miss you die. 1v3. Rez has the bomb. But the time so sensitive. Kailangan na talaga niya pumunta ng B. No other place to go. 20 seconds.
Alam mo yung ano sabi ko dito kay Ins? Sa double push shot yung kanina pang ginagawa ng Grayhound, yung double flank na ginagawa nila over banana is just effective enough at ang masasabi ko lang, easy for Ins. Double kill doon sa ating banana control at nag-run and gun pa nga tong si Sicko who gets himself, I believe that's a triple kill para sa kanya. Hindi, double kill nga pala. Still, one tap pala yun to the head kay Brolan.
So,
A1S.
malas ni Brolan actually. Kanina pa sa banana.
A1S yun from that distance. And you did say na dapat hindi si Brolan na yung nag-gold dun sa banana. Yun yung ginawa ni... yun yung dapat ginagawa ni Rez ngayon eh. Since he's been a bit more efficient and patient dun sa pag-push on banana. Whenever Pyjamas go for the patience. Kaso, an aggro setup. Possibly something that will bite them later in the round. Rez trade off doon si Liaz. Finally will get himself the 1-for-1 head trick. Oh, he pops off na ngayon. Liaz with a double kill. And that mid push might actually pay off. Lalo na't hindi pa sila tapos dito. Alexi B trying to hold yung smoke. Liaz trying to recover. Kaso Alexi B good with the spray. Headshot out. Alistair with the headshot. Brolan will fall to the ground. Sabi niya, kape ka muna sir. Config. The quad player nakita na agad.
Wow, he's playing with his phone.
Pixel! Patay na agad! And that opens up yung A-site natin. Kita mo yung takbo. Itong si Alexi B, he has enough time para makuha niya yung apps push. Pero since narinig to ni Alistair, he can just help wait for him to jump off. Wait for the perfect spray. Kaso, Pagkatapos ng flash, nagpanic yung kaibigan nating si Alistair. 1 versus 2. Yung upper, na-drop niya yung up para dito sa A1S natin. He's down to 40 HP. At kalaban niya si Alexi B at si Config na may double stack up na agad. Ine-expect yung wrap around from Alistair, pero dito siya magko-commit around that truck position at tinatry niyang i-clear yung bawat corner ng ating site. Pero ngayon, na si Config ang papatay sa kanya. Makakapag-qualify na ang Ninjas in Pyjamas sa Legend stage pagkatapos dito. Well played.
Qualified. Grabe yun, Dad. Kala ko magkakaroon na naman ng reverse sweep dito, but NIP still, sila pa rin yung mainit, just like we discussed kanina, no? Kailangan talaga yung 2 riflers na maging mainit. Res alongside Config, the key players coming from NIP, ready talaga sila dito para sa ating next stage, which is Blast Major na, no? Since Challenger pa lang naman tayo dito, guys. But I might say okay na rin yung ginawa ng Grayhound. Good fight na rin yun. Map 1, hindi naman sobrang layo. It's just NIP were just the better team and mas ready talaga dun sila sa may Mirage. Pero I'm not expecting itong Inferno na ganun maging dominant yung NIP, since Inferno is one of their weakest maps, diba? Isa yan sa mga weakest links nila. But still, they somehow proved themselves na nandito pa rin sila, top tier team pa rin sila dito. Common maps, matic yan, hindi problema sa amin yung common maps. But come to think of it, ito yung map pick ng Grayhound, and I think dito yata sila pinaka-komportable. Kita naman natin yung mga strats nila. Unlimited, no? Nagbabago-bago, ang daming variations on how they were taking banana, on how were they taking brackets. Nakita naman natin yung pagiging ready ng Grayhound. But gulang wise, experience, nakita natin mas mabilis talaga mag-react tong NIP according to the information. Also the duels, masakit lang talaga bumaril si Res and also si Config. That's why wala pag nag-pop off talaga yung mga key players ng NIP, I mean ang dami magiging kumbaga maraming talagang dependable players dito for NIP. Headtrick, map 1 sobrang init niya. Then map 2, medyo nag-slack off si Headtrick, pero still, nag-contribute pa rin siya. Then samahan mo pa ng 2 riflers, nako po, napakasakit yan. Para sa'yo ba, Dad, sino yung MVP natin dito for NIP?
Hindi ko talaga si Config to since he's been overperforming on both CT and T side. And lalo na as the guy who will always be yung assistance whenever you're holding an aggressive angle. Yung kung paano niya pinoposition yung sarili niya, Config has been doing well sa pag-convert sa mga kills na ganito. And kills na hindi mo talaga may expect a guy like Config to win, pero he does. Yung triple kill doon sa pistol round, nung nasa T-side na, agad yung Ninjas in Pyjamas. You remember that? Yung sana makakapag-convert dito for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Yung triple kill doon sa ating mid-top where Config was just having a field day. At yung mga lurks na hindi mo na-expect from Rez, well, that's also because of Config. Hindi mo alam, pero hindi ko na alam kung bakit. Anyway, ano ba yung natutunan natin sa last game na ganito? Well, eto, very simple. Huwag kang magpa-play ng Mirage or wag mo i-shape yung map dito in a point na hindi mo expect yung Mirage pick to be first pick. Kung ayaw mo ng Mirage, iban mo na lang. At pangalawa, 25 years old na pala si Nafu. Yun ang pinaka-importanting lesson na nalaman ko sa buong broadcast dito sa Blast Major 2023. Kaya mga kaibigan, bukas may mga matches pa tayo na guaranteed bangers all throughout para sa Filipino broadcast na hatid sa inyo na Focus Fire. Kaya pala si Dad Femina, kasama ko si Nafu at makikita namin kayo sa next games dito sa Blast Paris Major 2023.